chat if you are new, and then put a two if you're returning. That would be great. You can even put a three if you've had Dubb for a while. That would be never seen a four in here. I guess that would be for a number of years. Maybe you've been with Dubb since the beginning. That would be kind of cool. Okay, so Andrew, let's see. You put a one in there. That's great. Let me pop over to you, Andrew. You're more than welcome to unmute if you'd like to, if you want to say hi. Hey, Andrew.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, good. Happy Friday. Good to meet you.
Happy Friday. Yeah. I saw one of your YouTube ads, and I've been wanting to embed video, particularly into email.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, something where, it just kind of flows through and gives a little quote unquote human connection between the customer and the salesperson. So a
Yeah,
little differentiator. I know there's a lot of options there. Your ad was very good, and it brought me to
yeah.
this webinar that signed me up for. So
Very cool.
I'm looking
What was the ad that worked? We're always curious. Do you remember what the ad was?
Uh, I don't remember. It was watching a little YouTube and it popped up. I forget what
Hmm,
it was related to.
that's cool.
But it was just something related to video and outreach and sales, right? So all the things that kind of have my interest.
Sweet. What's your industry? Andrew? What do you do?
We are in staff industry. Um, we focus a lot in the government sector.
Yep.
Our
Yep.
disciplines are construction, medical,
Mhm.
and armed guard security in federal opportunities or federal facilities.
How is the is it kind of I don't say red tape, but I mean is the process kind of laborious in terms of like when they have someone a lot of checks and balances you got to go through and things like that, or is
Uh,
it pretty quick?
yeah, yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
And once you learn how to, play in the playing field, as you will, you
Yeah.
actually prefer it
Mm.
because there are very kind of strict guidelines, rules, requirements
Yeah. Yeah.
versus some of the private sector that it's a little loose sometimes.
Yeah.
There's pluses and minuses for both. I'm not
Yeah.
negating either industry, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
once you get used to it and once you start getting a little traction,
Hmm.
it becomes something that you can really cultivate towards. So that's we've been in this company for about 5 years. Um, in the industry for almost 20,
Okay.
and definitely quicker to market. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
My competition is utilizing both on the recruitment side
Yeah.
as well as the outreach AI, and
Yeah.
just trying to get a little bit of an edge to get in front of that customer.
Do you do to get the government contacts? Do you just get email lists? Do you do any outreach on LinkedIn or any of the officials on LinkedIn or anything like that? Or what does that usually look like to get the
So a
contact?
lot of the government work is through procurement channels.
Okay, like
So
RFPs
that
and stuff. Great.
RFPs, public
Yeah.
bids.
Yeah.
We do have what's called GSA, which is we have two GSA schedules. It
Yeah.
gives us a little priority on their requests.
Yeah.
But we are working on just cold outreach for similar
Okay.
facilities. We work for a county, long-term care facility. So
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
similar in that market, we are
Okay.
working on that.
All
Now,
right.
I, I understand. I might be the only one here. I don't want to take up the whole time, but it
No, no,
seems
hey,
like
you got we got a bunch of people in here, but the whole point is
okay.
when somebody's new, I got some questions and I'm going to show you some stuff. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, got it. So I initially, brought me through because of the video, but it seems like you're a lot more than just video. So
Yeah.
it seems like
Yeah.
your CRM. I am
Mhm.
looking for outreach, outbound and inbound AI outreach.
Sure. Yeah.
So the whole marketing package is really what I'm up to right now. I'm
Perfect.
entertaining a few different softwares, and
Mhm.
that's why I'm interested.
Very cool. Yeah, we
Yeah.
typically the breakdown here is we do kind of a it's like a two-sided coin with Dub. We got the video creation on one side, and then we have the AI tool called Dub Agent on the other, which is pretty awesome. It does the doing, as we like to say. So when I show you the example of how to pop a video into an email and send it, I'll show you what Dub Agent can do with that part of it as well. Pretty neat. And then you can
Okay.
use Dub as a fully functioning CRM too. And we have a lot of integrations in other CRMs, that people love, but if you're looking to do that, we absolutely can. So, yeah.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Cool. Well, good to meet you, my friend. If you have any questions, Ina from our team is here. She's a Dub expert. And then Ruben and Darius, the two guys that started the company years ago that have built every corner of the software, they typically come in after I kind of do the basic walkthrough. And then we do some Q&A. back and forth. And then we do some lessons where we record them and put them on our YouTube support channel. So a lot of the times, if a question sparks an idea, and we have some curriculum we already have ready to go, we're going to say, hey, this is a quick training video on. We do a quick little snippet, and then that's available for everybody later. So yeah,
Great. Thank you.
cool. Good to meet you, Andrew.
You as well.
And I saw one other one in there. Sounds kind of funny saying it that way. Pierre. Let me come over to you, Pierre. Let me scroll down. Where are you in the list? Where'd you go? You popped up somewhere else. Where'd you go? Pierre. I'm trying to find you.
Check this out, Rob.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Ian. I'm like, where'd he go? I'm like, he was in here. Did he take off? Where is he at? Pierre, you can unmute if you want to. If you want to say hi, since you're new. If not, you can. If you don't want to unmute or you're busy on your side, you can always put your industry into the chat. That would be cool, just so we have an idea when we kind of circle back around. But you're more than welcome to unmute right now. No pressure. If you want to chat. If not, we'll talk to you. We'll talk to you on the backside. Okay. All right. So let me spotlight myself here and let's get moving. All right. So when we talk about the Dubb platform, two sides. Kind of I was talking with at the top with Andrew. Recording videos, CRM, sending them, all that great stuff, tracking. Dubb Agent, the AI tool that basically controls and kind of manipulates kind of everything, which is pretty neat. So you can have creation and sending over here, and then you got the Dubb Agent, which you can have do all kinds of stuff: lead gen, emails, CRM updates, asset creation, tasks. It's pretty awesome. So when we look at these two sides, I'm going to pop over to this side first, do a quick little explanation, and obviously I'm going to show how to send it by email, Andrew, because that's what you asked for at the top. So let me share my screen here, and this is what the basics look like right here. This is the Dubb Studio dashboard. Dubb Studio, right in here. When you're signed in, you got your free trial, you got your paid account with a Pro Plus. You're in here inside your dashboard. There's a little drop down right up here at the top. And if you click here, it goes to Dubb Agents. Here it says Dubb Agent. If you click that, then it's going to open up in a new window here. Boom. This is Dubb Agent. This is where you're going to do the chatting right in here, telling Dubb Agent to do some stuff that we're going to look at in a second. But these are both sides of the Dubb coin right here. Dubb Agent and then Dubb Studio. Now, the different kinds of videos that you can record with Dubb Studio are the following. This is what they would visually look like. This right here is a webcam video. Okay. Very basic. I'm holding up the Dubb mobile app, the Dubb app on my phone. It has a little whiteboard feature where you can type. Notice it says, what's your hook? I'm going to talk about that in a second. But this happens where when you record any kind of version of recording with Dubb Studio, the first 3 seconds are going to be your repeating preview, your animated GIF. Okay. So when that happens, this is something that someone's going to see when they get it and they're going to want to click on it. You don't have to make a big show out of it. Just a little bit of movement goes a long way. So when you hit record, first 3 seconds are going to repeat. You can change it inside the platform if you want to with editing to a different part of the video that's better visually. You can upload your own thumbnail. But really the best way to go is just be ready when you hit record, first 3 seconds. Webcam, holding up the hook. This is a very basic way to record something, and it's worked really well for people over the years. Your hook is right there in front of the person's face. Now, you also, from the same webcam, can do the following. You can drop a still screenshot behind you, or you can drop a video behind you. Now, notice in this case, I'm not holding up that hook because I feel strong enough that the image or video behind me is the hook. So it could be someone's profile, it could be a property in real estate, it could be an article you want to share, it could be a company website, it could be a screenshot of an action someone took. If you feel strongly enough that that's a reason to want to click, then all you have to do is do a little head turn, come right back to the camera as you're beginning to speak, and something like that can work very, very well. Now, if you want to provide both elements, you want to bring them both in there together creatively, this works great. Have the image or video behind for the context and hold up your hook in front for the reason to click on it. This version right here. You also can do screen recordings. So something that looks just like this. This was done with the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder. So browser-based screen recorder. All you need to do is Google Dubb Chrome extension. Three-step process to pin that little Dubb button right up there at the top. You can see it right up there. Boom. Then it puts you in a bubble right on top of anything within your browser. You can use annotations, like you see the little arrows pointing here. You can do text on screen. The key to this to work is when someone sees the animated preview, I have myself right next to the title of this market forecast, arrows pointing towards my bubble. And again, I'm holding up that little whiteboard with the hook. because that's an extra reason for them to want to click. So we talked about at the top in terms of, Andrew and I were talking about RFPs, right? If you got an RFP that you're putting out there, yeah, you can do a video right on top of the RFP where you're kind of giving your take on it and say, hey, listen, this is the reason we filled this out here, or this is the point I want to make about that. The government officials would probably be thrown off. They're like, oh, wow, this is pretty cool. No one says this video is with a bubble on top. So that would work pretty cool. But this is all browser-based stuff with the Dubb Chrome extension. You can put yourself right on top of someone's profile on LinkedIn, same thing. Now, we also have another screen recorder that's called the Dubb desktop app. The desktop app doesn't have to be within the browser. It can be, but it can go on top of anything. It's like a little drone that flies over your computer, whether it can go on top of slide decks, documents, videos, websites, whatever you want. It can go on top of it. It also has the ability to crop, which is pretty neat. So it can crop around a document or whatever you want to frame it around. So it has that custom ability to kind of control the borders. It also can do landscape for YouTube and it can do vertical for portrait. So a lot of flexibility in terms of what you want to record on your screen. I'm pushed in closer on this one on the site. You can tell it's moved in closer. You also can record in clips on the Dubb desktop app, which is pretty neat. So you can record little separate clips. You can even drop an MP4 clip in there if you got it on your computer, merge them all together into one video, and then save it into the Dubb platform. You also can leverage the power of a pre-recorded video. So that bubble that you see right over there, I could have recorded something right to my webcam, saved it into my Dubb Studio video library, popped that into a bubble, and now that one video I could put across tons of different assets as long as the message is, the same for different people that I'm reaching out to, which is pretty cool. It can be very efficient. So whether it is browser-based screen recording with the Dubb Chrome extension or everything-based recording with the Dubb desktop app, screen recorders are an awesome way to get your way across visually. We also have the Dubb mobile app. So Dubb app, Dubb. This is a very similar style to the webcam that we saw earlier. Now, technically, if I wanted to hold up another whiteboard, if I had two phones, I could record with the mobile, hold up the other one, or if I had an iPad, I could do the same thing. But it's also just easy just to type on the screen on your phone. Just type on there, have the hook, move it where you want to. Something as simple as that works really well. You also can do something like this, where on same thing as the webcam, on your phone, screenshot things that you want behind you, or you can swipe down on your phone, hit record, get a little video recording, put that behind you as well, either one still or video, and then you can pop the text on the screen like you see right here, and it's a nice little visual way for someone to want to click. We also have one other thing on here, which is pretty neat. This is picture in picture with the Dubb mobile app. Uses both cameras on the phone. Awesome for property walkthroughs and real estate. Works just as well for local prospecting if you're walking around recording videos. If you're at a large event or a conference, record what's going on with the crowd. If you're sitting right in front of your computer and you want to pull up all those different scenarios we talked about, person's profile, property and real estate article you want to share, screenshot of someone, just lean in. When you hit record, go picture in picture and just lean into your computer. And it will show you and yourself leaning in. You also can do, if you're doing a video testimonial with someone, they could be in person with you and you just have them stand across from you, record them. You're in the left, they're in the middle, and it's perfect. Very original video that you could record with you interviewing someone that you're working with. All these are designed to get you to want to click. Okay. Now, when you do see the hook and you do decide to click, then it's all about the customized landing page that someone lands on. We call these presets in Dubb terms. So with one click, boom, they're here. On this page, it's going to have your logo over here, video you recorded in the middle, playlist videos that are going to play right after the video that you've made. Playlist videos are great for videos with furthering the education of what you want them to learn. Also great to record your pitch video. One time, minute, minute and a half, have it sitting in the playlist, and it will always play after why someone should work with you, your background, your services, your experience, all that good stuff. And if you have video testimonials, definitely pop them in the playlist over here. Now, the reason it's good to have these here on those other subjects is because this initial video should always be about what you promised, which was the hook. So when it gets in there, you want to get right into it right away. You don't have a lot of time to mess around. You got to get right into the hook, deliver the value, and I wouldn't go longer than a minute, and then have them take an action at the end. What do you want them to do when they're done watching this? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar, download something? What do you want them to do? So just be very clear and demonstrative, pointing down on their next step. So there's no confusion or, ambiguity as far as what they're supposed to do after this. It's very clear. Now, once that happens and you tell them to do something, They're able to do that because of the call to action buttons, the CTAs that are sitting right here. So, calendar link, most popular one in sales. You can have them visit your website, download a document, listing agreement, contract, a guide. You can have them fill out a form. There could be a link to an external form. They could check out a case study. They could email you back. They could leave you a review. Number of choices. Now, if you do have multiple buttons, I would just put them in order of importance from left to right. That way they don't get kind of paralysis, analysis by paralysis. They know, boom, that's the first thing you want me to do. The rest is candy after that. This one right here, reply with video, really good for getting video testimonials. It's something that's worked really well for us and other folks over the years that have used Dubb. So if you want to get a video testimonial, just send a nice heartfelt video and then have that reply with video button right below it. Hey, this is Rob. Thanks so much for using the platform. Would love to get your stories so other people can see it. All you have to do is click the reply with video button below and let me know what you think about the platform. Or whatever questions you're already ready to ask. And then Ina would send the video back to me by hitting reply with video. I get a notification inside my Dubb Studio area, and then I add that video right here to the playlist. And that's the kind of motion that you want to have happening over here that we've gotten a lot of good feedback over the years from. The last part of this is your AI assistant right over here. This is called SIA, your Sales Interactive Assistant. And SIA is great because when people land here, they immediately can get some FAQs answered right over here to the right. So I can click one of these, I can interact with the AI with individual questions, but when the AI gives my answer, it's going to say, okay, here's your answer, but now I want you to take that next step that we talked about. So whatever you want them to do over here, C is going to push forward over here. Give the answer, keep the momentum going. Let's get you booked into a calendar, whatever the next step is. Now, these AIs are created and educated inside your Dubb Studio account, and they're educated with individual website link pages that you can provide it, where it will learn what's in text on those pages. You also can upload a PDF doc as well. Now, these are great because you can have individual AIs for different parts of your audience that knows certain things, or you can have an all-knowing AI that sits right here that's client-facing. Now, lastly, with these pages right here, these customized landing pages, they're really important for different parts of your audience. So if there's any splits in your audience, like we talked at the top, even the government scenarios with those different splits we talked about, or if you're in real estate, buyers, sellers, FSBOs expired, insurance, mortgage, coaching, consulting, recruitment, finance, any split in your industry, you should have a different preset landing page that speaks directly to those people because it feels like you're talking right to them. Because the AI could be different. You could have one that's just specified on that area. The videos could be different in terms of the education. The testimonials are going to be different, and maybe the buttons are as well. So when you're on a free trial with Dubb Studio, if you upgrade to Pro or Pro Plus, one of the first things the team does is meet you in Zoom for an optimization setup, and they'll help you set these things up so they're ready to go. And all of it's tracked. So you get the activity reporting. Did someone open the email? Did they watch this video? What's the watch percentage? Did they click on any of the buttons? Did they just view the page? All of it allows you to follow up in a very, very smart way. Now, quickly, how do we send something like this? This is a basic example. We recorded a video. How do we send a video? So this is what it would look like. How do we embed a video in here? Well, I'm going to open up Gmail here. And then usually the best thing to do is to have the word video in the subject line. It's the first thing someone reads. It is very rare that someone sees that. Definitely pop the word video in there. And then you want to have the hook that we talked about, 3 to 5 word hook. Then you want a little bit of text in here. And then you're going to pop a video in. So to do that, you're going to go over to the Dubb Studio area. We're going to go into the video section of your video library. And let's find a video that we want to send. All right, I'm going to send this one on JAWS right here. Here we go. So title it, by the way, see this title up here at the top? This is auto titling. So when you record a video with Dubb Studio, whatever you're saying for the first 20 seconds when you save it into Dubb, it'll auto title this, which is pretty cool. And you can pin different favorite videos that you want at the top as well. But let's share this one here. We got a video here. So I'm going to click the big blue share and send button right over here to the right. And then I'm going to pop the email in of the person I'm going to send it to right here. See what it says name for tracking? Put the email in so you get that really good activity level of tracking. I can even add a little personalization text. I'll say, hey, Ruben, check this out. Click copy for email, this big button right here, copy for email. And then you come right in here and then you just do a copy and paste. Boom, just like that. And then Ruben's going to see that nice animated preview and he's going to be like, hey, I've already seen the movie Jaws and it was amazing. But anyway, did you know this fact about the movie? So anyway, that's how you pop it in there and send it. Now, You can do this as a shortcut, which is pretty cool. So if you have Gmail or you have Outlook 365 and you have the Dubb Chrome extension, the little browser, the little button I'm pointing to right now at the top, the screen recorder we talked about earlier, if you have that, inside of Gmail, there'll be a little button, a little Dubb button down there. In Outlook 365, it'll be out the right add-ins. But when you click that little button, it's going to open up the screen recorder. So I could right now, if I wanted to, I could record a video right now, right here, and just drop it right in if I wanted to do that. I also can scroll. So see me scrolling down to the bottom right, see me scrolling through the videos. I could go find a video in here, boom, just click insert, it'll pop it in, and then it'll send it. So you have a shortcut version with the little dub button in there. If you want to do a shortcut, you're able to do that. Now, that's with Dub Studio. That's how you do the basic setting, right? You also have with Dub Studio a fully functioning CRM. We also have integrations with other CRMs. So if you have any of these in here, we have a big list. You can just add video to whatever you're using for your CRM, be able to send the stuff. But if not, you absolutely can use Dub as a fully functioning CRM. Right over here to the left, you can add your contacts here with the CSV file, tasks, deals, tags. You can do bulk sending, email, and SMS. You even have automation available. It was part of our Pro Plus plan. But that was how we do a basic send. Okay, so we record with Dub Studio, we have our landing pages, we send. Now let's kind of incorporate Dub Agent a little bit, the AI. But let's use that quick example we just looked at. Remember, we pasted a video in here and we sent it, right? Well, over here in Dub Agent, we come in here, here's our dashboard, and we can say it does the doing. So Dub Studio and Dub Agent are like this. So when it comes to video sending, what does that look like on this end? Okay. So the new way versus the old way, right? I popped it in there, copy and paste, send it, right? Well, this case, I'm like, look, do me a favor, Dub Agent. Go find that video that I recorded. Okay, go find it. Here's the title. Here's what it was about. It's smart. It's going to go find the video in your library. Okay, now that it found it, every time Dub Agent does something, it's always going to give you three solid next suggestions. Okay, I did what you wanted. I found the video. But now what do you want me to do? Do you want me to send this video as an email? Do you want to build a follow-up sequence? Do you want to generate a blog post or a social caption? What do you want me to do here? So what I want Dub Agent to do is to send this video to this email right here, just like this. This is what I want. So Dub Agent is like, okay, perfect. I'm going to grab that video. And you know what? Let's give it a good subject line, right? Okay. Let's give it a good hook right in here. Let's make sure we got that animated preview in there, right? That was really important. The animated GIF, that's one of the biggest things to get people to click. So let's see if it did it. Did it do it? We pop over here to check. And right up here at the top, boom, right there. Right up here is your hook into the subject line. Boom, here's your copy. And there's the animated preview. So you can do this sending right from Dub Studio like we saw, or you can do it the new way right here, right with Dub Agent. Hey, go find that video and go send that video. And now that video that gets sent out, if someone watches it, clicks, does all those different actions we talked about, I can tell Dub Agent, hey, go get that activity reporting on that video. I want to see what's going on with that. And it will deliver the activity reporting right here. So amazing combo of both sides of the platform being able to do that. Now, we also saw back over here when I was giving the examples, we saw this right in here. The hook, right? What's your hook? What's your hook? How do we get the hooks? Well, what you do is you just come in here to Dub Agent, right? You pop in here and say, listen, here's my ICP. Here are my folks, my ideal client profile. Here's why I'm reaching out. Here's the value I want to convey. I need some hooks, 3 to 5 words. Can you give me a list of hooks? So then Dub Agent is going to give you a list of hooks based on who you described as your leads. And that is the list that you can kind of massage back and forth with the AI agent to say, you know what, listen, I like these, don't like these, make these adjustments. And when you got the adjustment and the ones that you like, that's when you add them in, like you see right here. See the hook in that one? You can see the hook right down here in this one. See, big change. All of that you're able to add in. And that's how the two are connected like that. Now, I also technically, if I was inside Dub Agent, I'm like, you know what? I want to record a webcam video right now. Can I do that? Oh, yeah, sure. Here's the link. So it gives me the link, opens up the webcam, boom. I can record a video just like this. So the interconnectedness of both is really what makes it powerful. Now, Dub Agent can also do a number of other things. So Dub Agent can do the following. We know it can send emails because we just saw it. It can send videos, great. Personalized copy, awesome. It can also clean up your email. So if you ever want to go have Dub Agent go through your email and get rid of all the junk, it can go do that. It also can find missed sales opportunities for you. So if you ever wanted to go back and find deals that maybe were left on the table, any maybe email chain that got cut off, whatever the deal is, you can say, go find these missed sales opportunities. Dub Agent's going to find them and then list them in terms of order of importance and what you should jump on sooner rather than later. You also can do this lead generation. This is one of the biggest parts that Dub Agent can do that no other AI can do. Go find me leads. So in this case here, we tell the ICP, right? We talked about it. Who are your folks? Who are they? Describe them. Say, I want to find 5, 10, 20. Start out with a small batch, and then it's going to go find these folks for you right here. Once Dub Agent finds it, then you're going to say, do me a big favor, verify the emails and the information because I want to make sure these are good leads. So Dub Agent will do that. What's good, what's bad, what's a good lead, what's not. And then you're going to say, I want to add them into my CRM, whether it's the Dub CRM or a CRM that you're using, and it will do that. And of course, it wants to take things to the next level after you've done that three-step action. Do you want to, enrich these notes? Do you want to create a sequence? What do you want to do from here? But you can do very simply, go find me leads, verify the information, add it to your CRM, just like that. Now, Dub Agent can also do routines. Maybe you want a report delivered to you every day. Maybe you want something to happen off of a trigger. You can have that happen with routines, recurring, one time, or even custom. Now, you also have the ability to create assets with Dub Agent. In this case here, this is a real estate example where I wanted a CMA created from an address, but you could do anything within your industry. Say, hey, listen, here's a URL. I want to create a little slide deck based on this thing because I want to use it as a sales presentation. It'll create it for you. Now, once it creates it for you, here it is, then you're going to use Dub Studio to do a nice screen recording right on top of it, just like this. See how I went to the custom? See this how I can crop, right? This is gives you the ability to crop on stuff. I could go full screen and not have to crop and just do this, but just as an example, I'll show you. You can go just like this. Boom, now I'm on top of here. I'm gonna hit record, and it would be like this. Look at this price range right here. I wanted to send this over to you because there are some really important details that I want to talk about in these different areas here. And as we're scrolling down, I really want to move into some of this important information right down here. Hit the check mark. Now, with Dub Agent, you just created an asset. You said, I want to create a CMA from an address. Boom, it created it. Then you took Dub Studio and you recorded a personalized screen recording video right on top of it, and you're able to send it. So now you could do the sending with Dub. If you want to do it with Dub, you could do it with a third-party sender, or you can do it right from Dub Agent that we just looked at, where you can say, hey, go find that screen recording video I did and go send it. And it's able to do that. So a lot of different functionality with Dub Agent. It all happens right here where you're going to tell it to do what you want it to do. Now, there are chats down here to the bottom left. All your recent chats are right down here. You even click the little search bar here, come in here, do a little keyword search for what you're looking for. But all your chats are down here. You even can pin your chats. See a little pin right there? You can pin chats that you think are really important. You want to keep them near the top. You have the ability to pin them there. You also can pin videos inside of Dub Studio. So pinning's pretty cool. Now, how does Dub Agent have the ability to do what we just saw? It all begins with access. You've got to give Dub Agent access to the things that you use. And that happens right here with integrations. So when you click in here, you can scroll down right here. See this little search bar right in here? This is where you can type for the different softwares that you're using, right? Or you can scroll down here and check out the most favorite ones that people are doing. These are very popular ones that people connect. Just gotta make your way through here. Be like, oh yeah, I use that. I'm gonna connect that. The bottom line that you're doing here is you're looking up things that you use and you're connecting them to Dub Agent. So we saw the things with email, right? So we want to connect email. You Outlook or you Gmail? Click connect. What CRM do you use? You go high level, follow post. What are you? Click connect. Do you use Google Docs? Great. What calendar link do you use? Click connect. So you're going through here and clicking connect. Now, if you cannot find what you're looking for right here, then all you have to do is go to the dashboard right in here and say, Dub Agent, under integrations, I couldn't find XYZ. Can you please create a custom integration for me for this? And then Dub Agent will start to show the work and it's doing its thing. And then you eventually enter in an API key where it wants you to enter it in. And then a custom integration is made with the thing you couldn't find. And then how do you find custom integrations? Click on integrations, click on custom. And this is where they'll be listed right in here. So regular integrations, find what you're looking for, connect your email, your CRM, your calendar link, your docs, whatever you use. Now Dubb Agent has access. Now that Dubb Agent has access, let's give it some skills right over here. So if you click on skills, we get a nice breakdown across here at the top. Okay. We have a general category and then we have the different industries. If you never see your industry here, let us know. We can always add it in. The idea here is this is like a big switchboard where you're turning switches on. So think about it this way, from a general category, we see email verification and we see lead gen. We should flip those on because we just saw that with lead gen that we did. It has to be able to verify things, right? So think about the things you do on a daily basis and flip on the switches, giving Dubb Agent the green light to do these things at the highest possible level. So if you scroll through here, there's a number of things we have in the general category. Maybe you do a lot of email newsletter delivery. You definitely want to turn that on. Maybe you do a lot of sales script writing. Let's turn that on. Maybe you do a lot of review collection. Let's turn that on. So make your way through, turn on what makes sense in here. Now, once you do that from a general category, then just make your way over to your category, your industry. So if I click on recruiting, hey, candidate outreach, I'm going to turn that on if that's what I'm doing. How about hiring manager intake? That's pretty cool. What about job description writer, right? We want to be a good way to do that. There's all kinds of things you can turn on from all these different industries that are specific for that industry. So just flip these on. Then Dubb Agent has the skill level and the green light to go do these things when you want them to be done. Now, you also technically can create your own skill right over here. Maybe you got this great skill that you want to build, right? You can see the ones we've done in here. You can just click add skill, give it a nice title, get in here, tell it what the instructions are. Just be very straightforward with Dubb Agent. This is how I want this to go. This is what I want to have happen. This is what the skill is. And then you've got it available right there inside the platform. Now that Dubb Agent has access to everything that you use and it has a very high skill level, there's another really important section down here. So down here to the bottom, you see a little three-dot menu. We're going to go right in here to settings. When we click on settings, notice there's a drop down right here. Pick your industry. If you see it right here, you can click other if you don't see it here. And then there's an important company information section, which is right here. This is where you want to pop in here everything related that is important to your company and what you're doing. Branding, links, descriptions, all of that good stuff. You're going to be able to pop that right in here. Now, you also, from in here, have another really cool option. This is down here under the three-dot menu. If you go to account right here, you have the ability to link your phone number right here. You could have done this with the free trial, but if you didn't do it in the free trial, you can just add it in here. Just make sure you put +1 in your phone number. The great thing about this is once it's linked, then Dubb Agent is going to start SMSing with you. So sounds like messing with you. So you're going to get a text and then you're going to save Dubb Agent into your phone or to Dubb Agent, whatever name you want. And then you have the ability to, whether you use voice or, you type, Dubb Agent, do me a favor, book a time in the calendar tomorrow for Ruben and I. We got a meeting tomorrow. It's going to be about social script writing. Book that in the calendar. Oh, you did it. Great. Okay, awesome. All right, listen. Create a doc. I want you to send it over to this email address. In fact, go find that video in the video library. Also, I want you to be able to go find some leads for me. If you can look up blah, blah. All of that can be done right from SMS. So it's very convenient that you can be doing other things, whether you're at the desk, whether you're out and about, and you can just talk to Dubb Agent like you talk to a buddy or an employee and say, listen, this is what I need done. Let's get that done. It also has the ability to do routines that we talked about before when we mentioned it earlier. So if you click on routines, this is going to bring you in here. And then these can be recurring. They can be one time. There can be triggers where you could have things forward to an email address. Like if you get a third party lead generation area and you want, leads to be contacted to, speed to lead, you want Dubb Agent to reach out, absolutely can do that for you. And those are created right in here in the main area. Dubb Agent, do me a favor, create a routine for me. Same thing with memories. If you come right over here for memories, click in here. This is something that can be internal or client facing, whether it has to do with how things are written, the structure of outreach, whatever it is, you can create a memory and it will all be listed right inside of here. And all you have to do is type Dubb Agent, create a memory for me. Now, if you're used to talking off the top of your head and as you're kind of explaining something when you're getting ready to prompt Dubb Agent, we do have this right here, speech to AI refined text, which would be like this. Let's create a social post about the power of communication and how we should never assume people are thinking one thing when it could be another way. I need a 15, 30, and 60-second script. You definitely want to open with the hooks that we talked about. Keep it nice and tight. Let's get something together here. Hit the check mark. And it's basically going to take everything I was just kind of just, babbling about a little bit and put it in a more concise way before I prompt it to Dubb Agent, which Dubb Agent would definitely approve of. And then over here, there's another important section right down here, three-dot menu, and that is billing. So if you select this here, we do a 7-day free trial, 25,000 AI credits. If you decide to move in after that point, we got a $50 entry point, $100, a $300. You'll have an idea of what these things look like because down here at the bottom, when you're using Dubb Agent, telling it to do the things you want it to do, whether it's asset creation, email, CRM updates, right, lead gen, anytime you ask Dubb Agent to do something, you will see it listed down here. So there's the action, the prompt. There's the credits that were used, and there's the dollars and cents. So you can really get a good idea of what this looks like when you're done with the free trial and you're ready to upgrade in terms of what you want to be able to do. Now, you also have some custom branding options as well. So this is the $100 level, $300 level. We have different levels of customizing, but you can customize your logo, you can have the brand, you can have your brand coloring. All of this is really kind of a move into, especially with the $300 level, of basically owning your own AI company. So it's like that white label. In this case, it's kind of a yellow label where it could be John AI and it's powered by Dubb on the backside. You have our customer service, our support videos, all that great stuff. So you can be your own AI agency owner and share that and sell that. And it's pretty powerful. Now, we also have referral links. So if you just love using Dubb Agent, just in general, just get over here and grab your referral link down here to the bottom left, and then you can share this link with whoever you want to, and we do a 30% recurring comp. We also do that within Dubb Studio, right in here. So in the video creation CRM aspect of everything that what we do, right down here to the right, we've had this forever. This is our partner program. Click here, apply now, creates a referral link for you, and that again is a 30% recurring commission, which is very powerful. So if you ever have a bunch of people together that you think could be very interested in either Dubb Studio, Dubb Agent, the whole thing, all you have to do is share your links. If you ever have a group of people together where you kind of gaggled everyone into a big Zoom, if you want to let us know, we can always come in and pitch for you. And then you've got your referral link there. And especially if you're paying us, you're on a paid plan with Pro or Pro Plus. If you want to have, if you want to stop paying us and have us paying you, do you know 4 or 5 folks that you want to invite over to Dubb? Have them click on that link, get them to subscribe, and then we end up paying you instead of you paying us. But the big thing you want to take away when you're looking at different platforms, especially with the AI agent, is Dubb Agent, as we just saw, does the doing. It doesn't just strategize and write, it actually does tasks for you. And it makes great suggestions when it's getting to do the next tasks. The other side of it is not a lot of people have the ability to get the support that they need. So they're using a tool and then they're not getting the human support on the backside. And that's something that the team has put together, which is very, very strong in terms of that kind of support. So that's a look at both sides of the platform. That is Dubb Agent along with Dubb Studio, and that is how both are put together. Okay, Darius, I saw your hand up. Go ahead. Let's see, you should be able to go, Darius, I think.
Just wanted to see if you want to make me a panelist.
Yeah, I saw it got turned down for some reason. I don't know why, but
Oh, it just if I don't see it, it does it automatically. Sorry.
Yeah, let me put it over there. There you go. Darius, we've got two new folks. Andrew and I talked at the top. Andrew does a lot of government procurement with RFPs, along that line with recruiting and everything. He's going to be dabbling into the commercial end of it with other stuff. So we talked a little strategy there. Showed he wanted to know how to do a basic. What got him was an ad on YouTube. He wanted to know how to send videos and emails, which he thought was great. So we covered the old school way of doing it, then the new school way through Dubb Agent.
Excellent.
And then he also saw the agent side as well. We have Pierre in here. Unfortunately, his mic wasn't on. I don't know if there's any notes I have to check in terms of the industry. He's in Sweden and he's an entrepreneur. He put into the chat. So
very cool,
folks.
Right on, right on. Okay, well, welcome, Andrew and Pierre. Everybody else, our returners, welcome as well. If for returning people, you know the drill. We like to make sure our new folks get a warm welcome. Andrew, Pierre, Andrew, if you want to turn your microphone on. My most important mission here is co-founder here, Ruben, Rob, we all want to make sure that people that come here arrive, whatever they came here for, they leave with, right? I want to make sure that you get that, your hands on that information, that process, that strategy, whatever it is, whether you're new or returning. So being new, sometimes we call it the drinking from the fire hose, right? There's a lot of information at one time. But I think the most important thing is knowing that our team, technology people, humans, are ready to support you for whatever you want to start with first, even helping you decide what to begin with first, right? Like, hey, I want to do that video email thing. I don't know where to begin. Do I do a video first? Do I do a button first? Whatever. We can definitely get you help there. So, Andrew, if you're still microphone's still on, just want to know from you personally. Do you have a next, something that you want to work on next, a clear next step, or are you kind of like, I don't know what to do next?
Oh, you read my mind. No, it was very helpful. The video and the presentation was very, very well.
Great.
I'm sure this
Okay.
is not your first time that he did that presentation.
Yeah.
Seemed very seasoned.
Great.
I think where I'm at, and I'm sorry, the gentleman's name. I
Rob.
apologize.
Yep.
Rob.
Hey.
Thank you, Rob.
Yep.
Thank you for the presentation.
Yeah.
I've been looking at a lot of SDR, AI SDR.
Yeah.
Alta AI is the one that's really kind of on my target. So I love the video part. It seems the ease to use.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it will be a full-fledged SDR for me.
Is that, are you looking for voice capability on that?
Potentially. I'm on the fence because we're in recruitment, right? So that first level of connecting with the company, I don't want that to be a turnoff for either a customer particularly, or even a potential recruit employee.
Yeah.
So I'm very hesitant, but I know my industry is already adapted it, or is right on the cusp of adapting it fully.
Yeah.
So I can't be left behind. So it has those capabilities. But it doesn't have the video side. So I was thinking if I can incorporate the video, it also has to all be cost effective, but that's besides the point.
Yep.
Seeing if I can incorporate the video component only, if that will be, an add value, while I try to get that SDR rolling.
Absolutely. What was the tool again? The one you're
Alta AI.
Alta
HQ, or
HQ, something like, okay, I'll check them out. Well, and then was there a specific SDR sort of besides voice? And then, by the way, I'll let you know. We know it's illegal to dial people that haven't opted in to receive robocalls, right? Like, you cannot have an AI call somebody cold unless they've filled out a form specifically with your business that says I consent to receive robocalls. Otherwise, we're open to a huge potential fine from FTC. So just everyone be aware of that. Do not have your AI cold call people if they did not opt in to receive robocalls.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Good. No. There's a lot of moving parts with it. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, most people sell the dream. They're like, yeah, just have your AI call everyone. And you're like, but caveat, they have to be specifically opted in to receive robocalls from your business only. Otherwise, you can potentially land yourself a big fat fine. So don't do that, everyone.
All right. Yep. Thank you. For
Okay. So and then what is it? Is it like LinkedIn prospecting for you, or what is the piece that you're looking for?
Again, the platform was not to entertain this other software, right? That was not my intention. I'm just it's full disclosure. They say that they've gone 50 different data points, right? At the end of the day, it's the quality of the data or the quality of information. That's really what we're looking for.
So if it's lead gen, then so they're saying they have a great.
It's mostly for the lead gen, right? It's really what the outbound lead gen, and doing the initial outbound, stopping at the phone call, having one of my recruiters / salespeople reach out at that point, and then continuing if they're texting, WhatsApp, all those kind of channels if possible.
Right. Very cool.
So that's my need.
I'll say that I think the agent could definitely do all of those things: SMS, email, WhatsApp. It can't do pick up the phone, right? Our agent, I mean, and it can send videos and it could track it all and it could hand it off to an agent to say pick up the phone, right? That's all definitely possible with ours. So and you can try it for free too. So as I'd say, as you're exploring your Alter AI one, because what we do as the founders here is we're constantly listening to everybody and what features, functions, things that they want, because as being new to us, you won't know this, but Dubb.com, the studio part replaces like 10 different technologies, right? GoHighLevel, like a HubSpot, has all the CRM function and all the video function. So it replaces like a Loom and things. So over the last 10 years almost, we were building the platform to replace as many different things, to be a one-stop shop for as many different tools as we can. And now we're really doing the same thing with our AI sales agent. So if you tell me, Andrew, that, hey, I saw that this my alter AI does something unique or something cool, it's never like a oh, well, I want to no, it's like, great, well, let us build that and let us show you the value. Everyone here can benefit from that, because that's literally what we did for the last almost 10 years, is we listened to our users, to our signups, to our people that aren't even paying us, and said, what features are important for you, what's working well for you right now, right? And then that's what we built. So that's why I'm asking you here, is it's not to derail conversation. It's a perfect topic for us all, because what you find value in something, there might be 3, 4, 5 other people in the room right now that have value of the same thing, and that's the next thing that we build. So anyway, that makes sense.
Understood. Yeah, no, totally. And I
Appreciate
appreciate the focus, appreciate the energy, and trying to
Thank you,
keep
Andrew.
on. We're small business ourselves, growing,
Yep.
and
Love that.
yeah, keep trying to find opportunities where
Yes,
we
sir.
can.
Yes, sir.
That's all.
And to your original point, you can certainly add video standalone, right? The last 9 years or something, that's what Dubb.com was. And then the agent thing is all obviously new with the rise of agentic technology. So definitely as a standalone video product, that's what it's been about. And then you could even try the agent for free and see, well, how does it stack up? And I personally would love to hear your feedback, because that's again where we learn our most important lessons. It's like for our original product, the Dubb Studio, that's what we did. It's like, well, what does our competitor BombBomb do? What does our competitor, or old competitor, not anymore, Loom do, right? What do those basic tools do? So let's do all the same things, and then plus a ton more that they don't do. So that's been our journey, my friend. And if you can help us get there and be a part of it, be beautiful.
I hear. I looked into Bon back when.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm familiar. I liked the idea, but the hurdles, and they're no longer. I don't know if they're longer in the industry. The hurdles was there was a lot of steps. I love that it becomes a GIF. Right? I don't know if there's an extension of the GIF. I don't know how long you could do the GIF.
Oh yeah.
Can you do it more than 3 seconds? Can you do it 5?
Yeah.
Like, is there a legal limitation? Or?
Yeah. Here's the main limitation of that. A little bit technical, guys, but it's about the attachment size. You want your GIF to be like less than 2 megs. If it's over 2 megs, it's going to look like a heavier attachment on an email, and then deliverability is going to suffer. So that's really the key, is having a super highly compressed GIF, so it's so small. So technically, you could put a bigger GIF. You could upload something custom as long as you want, but you need to make sure that it's below that deliverability limit, particularly if it's for business development. So anyway, it gets a little technical there, but you're always happy to be that technical source of information, because we've done that. We've gone deep down all the rabbit holes related to our stuff. So good.
Awesome.
Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it, my friend.
You're very
nice
welcome.
to connect, and looking forward to hearing some thoughts, especially, like I said, that the AI sales unit is super specific for us. So if we can explore that together, I'd love to do so.
Hey, Darius, 2 things here really quick. So Reggie Williams has his hands up, but Latasha earlier in the chat, she's a realtor in San Joaquin County in North Central Valley of California, and she also said this is also amazing. So it's very
beautiful.
Thank you.
Let's turn. Can you make me co-host? I can turn mics on.
Yep.
Thank you. I'm going to turn Latasha on, and then Reggie, I'm going to get you on, my friend. I want to talk to you about that email. I mean, I know it's kind of our side conversation. I want to call your personal situation out that we were dealing with, but I'll bring you up here in a second. Latasha, if you're still with us, are you new to Dubb, new to agent? Do you have a Dubb account, and do you have someone to come help you outside of this? Because I was going to say for Andrew as well, Pierre, Latasha, we like to do one-on-one sessions outside of these daily live trainings. We have a one-on-one Zoom either for a demo, for after the sale, right? We don't just get a sale and then say, all right, go figure it out. No, we'll give you the one-on-one optimization call after as well, which is after you've purchased. So anyone's at that point, let me know. I know we have sometimes a lot of returners, guys, that have been a customer for a while, haven't gotten to take full advantage of it or whatever. That same offer lies for you, right? Just raise a hand, drop something in the chat, drop something in the Q&A, say, I need some help. I got stuck. I'm not doing what I should be doing with it or whatever. We absolutely want to make sure you're taken care of. So, and Latasha, I know you'd said something there, so let us know if you need a one-on-one or have a specific question, want some best practices. We got a lot of stuff for real estate, a lot of curated playlists of the best features and stuff. So let us know. All right, guys. Besides the introduction to the technology, there's two other parts of these sessions. One is we were just talking about with Andrew. We'd like to take care of new folks. Two, though, or two and a half, whatever, is questions and answers, right? If there's anything pressing at all, Reggie, you're up next. Anyone else that raises a hand, please do so. And then Tony, Reggie, and then Tony. And if you have, we can support you with funnels or landing pages, video scripts, automations, right? Anything that our technology does, both technologies, right? Agentic or other. This is your perfect chance to get that support. We can turn your mic on. We can bring you up stage. We bring you on stage. We can share screens, all that stuff. So highest level of support here available every single day for you guys. And then the last thing we typically do, everyone that's here that needs help has gotten help, then we will announce some features, some new functions, or cover what we call some curriculum, right? Some strategy, some lesson, something like that. We almost usually always have something planned. So those are the three main pillars of these coaching sessions: the general introduction, the direct support for anyone who needs it, the curriculum that follows. Okay. Rob also shared, or Ina shared a link in there, openmic.com/openmic. If you have feature requests for AI, if you want to have a spot reserved on this session to dive deep into a funnel, into a landing page, into a video, into a script, into a workflow, whatever, book that open mic and have zero guilt about us taking 15 minutes or whatever to dive really deep into an issue here. We really want to make sure you guys are supported. It's not just saying that, and I don't want you to feel guilty to say, oh, I had a 5-minute question. I really, truly want to make sure you guys are here because it helps everybody. Like everyone can learn from it. Everyone can level up from it. And it saves us from being in having to all be in one-on-ones everywhere. We can come here and sort of just like listen to a podcast, but also participate. How many podcasts can you participate in? Right. I don't know. It's kind of like that. So, all right. Anyway, I'm going to get to my first two hands here. And then if anyone else has one, drop a chat, drop a comment, something. We always answer them in the order that they're received. Sometimes if it's like a really hard, long one and a short one, we'll do the short one first and save the hard, long one, but we'll let you know. So, okay. Reggie, you were up first, my friend. I'm going to turn your mic on. And then Tony. Reggie, what's going on, brother? Reggie, is that your microphone should be on if you're still here?
I'm here. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on?
All right. A couple things.
Yes, sir.
We did finish up the calendar.
Yeah.
And I did put that back in the CTA.
Okay. Perfect. So you and I have to connect then to make sure. And I saw Naomi was connected into the team account as well. So then we just need to make sure Naomi's calendar is connected to the agent. And then we can do a quick test to make sure that the agent is able to view and book into everyone's calendars, that it has sufficient permissions and everything. So that's okay. The only pending test left is to say, let's book a slot in this cat. Let's set up that forwarder, right? So when the booking is confirmed, the agent is notified. The agent being notified says, check everyone's calendar and book it and who's open. So we just need to run a test of that.
Okay. Cool. And then number two, the email that I sent you this morning, I did purchase a domain name.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So wait, okay. So good. So yeah, we talked about, so you're going to have a new domain and then we're going to have the old, you have the DNS settings for the old website, right? Like that's in your GoDaddy or whatever, right?
For the original
site. Yeah. It's in your GoDaddy, right?
Yes.
And it's still the yourpathretirement.com, right? That's the site. And so then what we can do is, even if whoever doesn't want to do whatever, it doesn't matter. You have the DNS settings that you can do what's called a points to, right? Where you can have any website you own point to any other website that you don't even own, right? Like you would never do this, but you could have your own website forward to Google or something, right? Forward to a YouTube channel. Doesn't matter. So you as a domain owner can forward any domain you own when somebody visits it to a different URL. So that I think is the solution for this particular one. If somebody doesn't want to release a domain or doesn't want to do anything, the actual contents of the website don't matter. We've already recreated it, right? We already have the contents of the website. And so if they have some sort of hold on your website that's saying, hey, we aren't, whatever, doesn't matter. You have the DNS settings, we can point the site wherever we want. So then it's just a matter of taking the file that we have. This is already done in Vercel as well, right? We did it through the Vercel in your account, Reggie. So I don't know, maybe Ruben wants to help finish the loop here, because I know we were this close. But it's essentially that we can go back into the same thing and say, hey, you have to go back into Vercel, connect the different domain instead of the old one. And then we'd say, take, the site that you just built for me, we need to rebuild it on this new domain, essentially. And then we go into GoDaddy and point the forwarder, and that's it. So do exactly what it did one time already, build the site on the new domain. And then step 2 is point the forwarder from GoDaddy on that domain to the new website. And that way, anyone, your old domain, right? If that's anywhere ever in SEO or anyway, it doesn't matter, right? People type in your path, your path thing. I won't say the full website. They type it in and it forwards to the new site automatically. So it's a next best thing. And that's it. Go ahead.
This is pointed to Ruben.
Mm-hmm.
Ruben, if you can.
I'm not sure. Sometimes I'm not sure if Ruben's actually here right now. He might. No, I don't think Ruben's actually here yet. Yeah. I don't see Ruben in the room.
Okay.
So he might be on his way to the office or something.
Okay.
Did you CC us both on the email?
Yeah, I will send out another email, and I'll CC Ruben on it.
Yes, sir. Okay.
And once that is done, we're ready to come on over.
Beautiful. Yeah. Let's, because that'd be my most important thing. Again, I always say, Ruben used the analogy of it's like the monkey swinging from the trees, right? You can't let go of one branch until you have the next branch. And that's exactly what we're doing. Like, you don't want to nuke anything or cancel anything or stop anything until we have the switch of it. That was the goal of this. I'm hoping that the people didn't nuke the site when, right? They can't, right? They're like, they just don't want to let you take it, right?
Right.
But it's still live.
Yeah, because if I wanted to keep the domain name, I mean, the website,
yeah,
I would have to pay for having it and then have access to the CRM. And I don't want that. I want
we won't need any of that.
The website.
Yeah. We take the CRM, everything out of the CRM, that's done. And then we already took the contents of the site, which is done. And then so that's it. And now we just rebuild the site with the Dubb CRM, add the contacts in there, and we're ready to roll. So
okay.
Yeah. All right. Very good. We're super close, Reggie. So I'll confirm with Ruben. Shoot me that email and just CC Ruben on that, because then we're kind of working on the project together with you. But again, I have high confidence there, because if you own your domain, you can point it to whatever you want, and no one can stop you from doing that. So
okay, sounds good.
We just got to make sure we change the passwords or whatever after. If anyone ever had access to your DNS, then we got to make sure we revoke that access or something. So
okay,
cool. All right. Anything else?
No, sir.
All right. Right on, brother. Happy Friday. We'll talk very soon here. Shoot me that email. I'll talk to Ruben today, and we'll figure out what our next step is immediately.
Okay.
Good. Thanks, brother. All right. Tony, you're up next. Welcome, Tony. Welcome back, brother. Good to see you.
Nice being here. I have a situation here.
Mm-hmm.
I have been dreaming about becoming a person who mastered the agentic life.
Yeah.
And as you know, or probably may know, I'm 80 years old.
Right.
So what I want to know, I'm not afraid of being on camera, so that's not an issue. So we could take that part out of it.
Uh-huh.
What would be the recommended set of things that I should be using to maximize my efficiency, and as I learn to be more agentic? And in the mortgage business, I had as many as 40 employees. I'd like to get back to that without paying them.
Right. Yeah. Well, you'll pay them, but they won't be humans. They won't need vacations, and it'll be a fraction of that, and it'll be an AI salary, right?
Yeah, I get that.
I love the ambition here. I love the goal, and it's exactly the same thing that we're building this technology for. And I like the Tony. I like working with people like you, because you have a an old school mindset of only working with humans and knowing how frustrating humans can be sometimes and how difficult and how babysitting sometimes humans need to be. And I'd say AI is very similar, right? Well, sometimes it needs babysitting, sometimes it can be frustrating. So having that actual old school mindset of, hey, I might need to work on this a little bit is actually what I would most recommend. The newer generation of technology users are getting more and more used to the easy button, and then you think everything's the easy button, and don't think to even check the AI's work. And you're like, well, the AI is really smart, so there's no way that I can't tell if it's wrong. And then all of a sudden we're just in a downward spiral, right? Because it's making mistakes and you can't check its mistakes. So my point of saying this is Tony, your question is what's the first thing, or how do I begin mastering agentic? What are the first things I should do? I would say the most important things are to break down what your actual activities are that you're doing in your business, either in or on working on your business, right? Is this lead generation? Is this content generation? Is this nurturing? Is this actually delivering fulfillment, right? Product and service or whatever. So what are those 5 or 6 or 10 pillars of your business? Determine those, right? Ruben likes to use the map, right? To actually draw it out. 1, step 2, step 3, or, top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. So mapping out these pillars of your business and where you spend your time. That's, I think, the very first most important thing for anyone that's trying to adopt agentic AI. Because if you are just like kind of bouncing around and you don't have any organization yourself, don't have the structure yourself in whatever you're doing, I'm not saying you don't, but if you don't have those things, then you can't tell AI where to begin to start, right? Because you're going to say, hey, just figure it out. And it's going to make mistakes, right? I mean, it's possible it could figure it out. It's possible you could connect your Gmail and your calendar and it just reads everything and figures something out. But you don't want it to do that right now. We're having like hiring someone and say, figure my business out. It's better if you are able to understand your business from the start. So that's what I'm saying. 5 pillars or 6 pillars, whatever it is. And then what we're going to do is start breaking down those pillars and determining how much of it do I actually need to do? How much of the lifting? And so I'll start with one of these, Tony, like content creation. It's a huge pillar for our business, and honestly, should be a huge pillar for anybody's business, right? If you're a real estate agent, a mortgage agent, if you want a business that brings you business that you're not constantly chasing or spending for leads, then you need content, right? You need to make a play. You need SEO. You need YouTube presence. You need content that pays long-term dividends. So I think a content strategy is an excellent pillar for any business to have. And it's something that AI can do, I don't know, 75% or so of the lifting. Because content creation for us used to be, for me, it was a lot of work, and it was very technical work. And it started like this, guys, right? I went into my browser and I would open up my keyword planner, and then I would do some deep keyword analysis on what types of keywords my people that I need to try to find are going to search, right? Video, email, right? I'd be searching these things all day, all night for different keywords, different topics, and not just these little keywords here, but this type of search, right? So you're deep researching ideas. And then from there, you're generating scripts where I'm like storyboarding what I'm going to show, the hook, and I'm writing these scripts myself. And then I'm transferring those scripts into videos. And then I'm generating that into a blog, a handwritten blog. So that all used to be a massive amount of work. And the video itself was only like 10%. But now, given that AI can do the 90% of the lifting there, it can help you with the keyword research. It can help you with the script writing. It can help you with the actual blog generation. The video is now like 50% of the work because everything is so much less or more, right? More than 50% because it's basically the only thing that needs to be done. So what I just did there is I broke down how do you define what the pillars are of your business that are using your time and generating you your business. And then within those pillars, such as content creation, lead generation, business follow-up, right? Delivering product or fulfillment, one of those pillars, and then determining how much of that can be automated or how much of it can be benefited by an agent, right? How much an agent can do for us. And then from there, it's either chatting with the agent to come up with a plan or coming to our team of expert here, our humans, to help you build that plan and say, well, here's what your strategy looks like. Well, this could be agentic, this could be agentic, this could be agentic. And just this last little piece here, that's where the human part comes in. So that is for every single person looking to implement agentic into their business right now. I think what they should do is identify the pillars, go into those individual pillars that are of the utmost importance, where they're bottlenecked, where they're short-handed, right? Where they need the help the most, the fastest. Like I need to hire somebody like yesterday to come in do my content and my social media strategy, right? To post content, to generate ideas, to write scripts, to do all that. Or I need them to connect to my funnel to respond to comments, right? Whatever that is, that's your whole content pillar. And that's like the thing that you're most pressing with right now. And maybe that's not you, Tony. Maybe like, no, I need website stuff right now. So then I'm now looking at how try to Fiverr to go on or whatever, a website to hire a website developer person. So that's of the utmost importance and pressing because I can't go worry about leads until I have a website. So that main pillar of where your business is at or where you want it to be, where your most pressing concerns are, breaking those things down either yourself or with an agent, agentic, like ask Dubb AI, or come talk to our humans about where to apply agentic first. And then this is the last thing, the most important, and then I'll stop on this one, which is starting with one thing at a time, right? You can't say automate my entire business with AI, enter. It doesn't work like that. You need to start with one little tiny thing, like let's say emails. Let's say a direct mail campaign. You're like, I want to automate all my direct mail strategy. I want to automate my cold email strategy. I want to automate one cold email vertical campaign, right? Like I got a new offer. I'm going to try a new thing. Not every single email ever sent in my entire system should be automated, like with one click. That should not be a goal that you have because it's going to be very messy and very unorganized. And anyway, so that's my other last piece is after you've done that exercise of identifying the pillars, identifying the bottlenecks and choke points where you need to start, then it's picking one task first. It's the most important thing to you. What do you need the most help with? Where do you waste the most time? Where do you spend the most money? What's the thing preventing you from moving forward? And start with that one thing. And I can tell you, Agentic can do almost everything, right? We have, in this week alone, people have rebuilt websites, right? We were just talking about that. They have launched cold email outreach campaigns. They have started their lead gen, nurturing, testimonial collection campaigns. So every single part of the funnel has been addressed with a single prompt, right? With one single agent action. But it first started with understanding where in their business they needed it, and then attacking that one specific problem with one specific solution. And then you just repeat that, right? On a daily basis. You get one agent doing something useful, and next thing you know it, Tony, you got 40 doing all your work. So
I love it. So let me ask you a question. All right, I pay for Grok, Chat GPT, Gemini Workplace, and a couple other things. Magica,
yep.
and on and on and on.
Yep.
Which of those can I replace by going the agentic life with Dubb?
I love this question because it's the same question that a lot of people face, and it's one that we deal with every single day. And I'll show you this full transparency, right? We have Google Workspace, so I get Gemini for free. I have Chat GPT for free, right? There's a free version of it. We don't pay for the paid version of it anymore. I still use all of these tools for one reason or another. And it's because they sort of each have their own weaknesses and strengths. But what I don't do is I don't pay for the extra tools that I don't need. I don't have paid versions of like Perplexity or Manus or whatever. I don't need any of those things because I want like just the top flagship tools that I know are really good at what they do. Like they're the best players in their space. And there's free versions of them available because I only have limited usage of them. And it's something like this. For example, Gemini is included in my workspace for free. I don't pay for it. I don't know that I would if I didn't have it in my workspace. But I like it because it has deeper insight and connection into that keyword planner that I was showing, into YouTube, into like the transcriptions on YouTube, right? Gemini has closer access to Google's content than anyone else because Google hasn't sold it to everyone else or made it as readily accessible. So the reason why I want to ask a question to Chat GPT on thinking mode and Gemini on thinking mode on the free versions is because you might get slightly different answers. So Tony, your original question, which paid ones do I need? I would say Dubb Agent replaces the vast majority of the paid versions because the only time at these days that I'm using a paid AI tool is when I need some sort of heavy lifting done. Like I actually need the work done. If I'm just chatting, I have a Chat GPT for free on my phone from like 5 years ago. When I was just still there and I'll open it up, or Gemini for free on my phone when I want a different type of question. But I don't pay for the extra ones at this point because I don't need them. It's definitely superfluous. And the only ones that I have still that I use are the ones that are kind of free, kind of included, because it's good to get kind of the difference of opinion when I'm just doing search, right? When I'm brainstorming, when I'm like, what's the weather or whatever, right? Just like a Google search, you wouldn't want to waste your agentic tokens on a Google search, right? So still have your Gemini that you're included in your workspace, still have the free version of GPT, Claude for free, whatever the free versions of all the tools that you can use. They're all still nice to explore or experiment with. But I would say in terms of what we're paying for is we're paying for one agentic tool when we need the work done. Gemini's included. And then I use all the other ones for free when I just need search. So
well, last week I made 5 or 6 simple websites for clients using Chat GPT on the $20 plan.
Yeah.
To me, that was a bargain. Is that something that
is it able to actually go and make updates live to their site, or is it actually just building something in a back end that you have to come update yourself?
I have to update it.
Right. So that's a difference here. Is the stories we were talking about today with Rich and our buddy Reggie that was just here. We actually built full live sites that are interactive, like they're on the web that you can come and click on and make purchases through and stuff. That the agent did all of it, right? You never went into a website and had to click on anything. You just go look at the work that it did. So that's kind of a difference here between what ChatGPT would do and what an agent would do. Of course, it requires some setup. It definitely requires some technical knowledge here as well. I'm not going to say it's as easy as just press enter and then the site is built, because there has to be those backend connections, right? You need a connection to the DNS settings. You need a connection to the sort of publisher tool we were talking about. Vercel is the one that we've had most success with. So Vercel is a middleman that's available in the agent. And when you talk to the agent and you say, hey, agent, go and build me this website, and it says, great, I just need access to your DNS. I need your GoDaddy or whatever. And then we need access. So you give it this, and then it actually goes and builds you the site. There's zero human touching. I don't know if Rich is here
and
today.
What about the Vercel piece? It does all of that
it essentially acts as the middleman where you speak to your agent. Vercel packages those words that you said and actually does the work on the page to make it visible to the recipient, to the end viewer. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm going beyond. I've got a website I built 15 years ago, and at the time it looked okay.
Yeah.
Not great even then. It's ugly as homemade mud right now. And I'm talking to the client about updating that. And I think you mentioned during that previous commentary that's the sort of thing that could be done with Dubb Agent.
Agent could absolutely. And in fact, like I said, this week alone, we got 2 clients that built a full website with their agent. In fact, this is part that I'm really proud of. One of our team members, they're not here because they have to be helping clients during these times. But one of our team members, Renee, spent over an hour with somebody, our client Rich, and he wrote a really beautiful message for us and said, Renee spent over an hour with me and my site is live. Like, I spent so much time, so much resource, so much headache trying to build this site with all these other things now before AI even, right? And then an hour later, I mean, like, he had some training here, right? He came, he made a connection here, and then he spent an hour with a team member in a one-on-one, and then his site is up. And so it's unbelievable. The message that he wrote for us is beautiful. The message we shared with Renee here, I gotta open it up really quick here. I mean, maybe
you're gonna show it to me? Great.
I'm gonna show you the message here. It's really beautiful. And I can't show you the site because I don't know where that is right now. But the site looks great too. Yeah. Anyway, let me find this thing. It's in our general channel. But it was because this literally is all happening as of right now, right? Like, this week we just started really pushing the boundaries on what the agent can actually do with the website. Because before it was what you were talking about, which isn't bad, which is like, hey, I can generate an HTML file, or I can mock up, code, and then you can then go deploy it as a website person, right? But it's different now that anyway, here's Rich's message. I'll share with you. Let me show the screen. And then I don't know, can we find Rich's site? Rob, did you share that already today, or Ruben? I remember seeing it.
I think Ina actually shared it the other day.
Yeah. I thought I remember seeing the visual site here. I thought
support
that
maybe
even today. Anyway, here's the message from Rich. Rich, we love you, brother. Thank you so much for the message, and thank you to Renee here. Renee worked on this for probably an hour and a half. She was persistent until it went live. Now he's just building out the landing pages. He's spent $400 over here and had not given this site, right? He couldn't figure it out. And this was a lot of time prior to this spent trying to build out that site. And there you go, an hour and a half, and it's live. So here you go. Here's Ruben.
Fantastic. Well, I've got to explore that because I've got a guy I'm paying like $100 an hour.
Yeah.
And I love him.
Yeah.
Not that much.
We love that guy too, but exactly when it's part of your business, it's like we had a writer. We loved his writing. He was a great guy. Charged like $1 a word or something insane, right? It was 50 cents a word, quarter a word, something insane. Where it was like, okay, so a 5,000 word blog is literally going to be hundreds of dollars or something, and it's like, well, that's the math just doesn't work anymore because AI just does 98% of the lifting. 5-minute human pass. I'm like, I don't make $500 an hour, so I can't, but
Yeah,
whatever.
Last one, and I'll get out of the way. I apologize for taking so much time.
No, you're
Is
good.
a green...
Tony?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tony, I thank you. This is Ruben. Thank you so much for coming forward. I heard what you said. I heard that you said that you're 80 years young, and I wanted to volunteer my time to help you get yourself set up. So I'm going to send you my booking link, and we're going to get you set up so you can do whatever you want with
Well, you're a
Agentic.
gentleman and scholar, Ruben. Always a pleasure listening to you and talking to you.
I got you, Tony. You are 80 years young, and we're going to help you out. You know what the 3 phases of life are? Learning.
I think you've told me, but I want to hear it again.
Learning, earning, and returning. And I'm gonna volunteer. So
thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So I'll send you my booking link, and then just get your website, get that ready, where you bought your domain, get all your logins in a spreadsheet, because I don't want to waste time searching for passwords with you. That's my only ask.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Don't do that to me.
Right. Everybody, if you're expecting a one-on-one with me or Ruben, please just have that little bit ready. Have every login password just double confirmed. Because it's like we want to help you, but we're like our time is so short, and if we're like we got 30 minutes and we spend 10 of it tracking down passwords, it's just like such a bummer.
We won't worry about that because my daughter, when I was in the mortgage business and the loan officer would want to come and talk to me, my daughter was working as my office manager. Says, when you go in there, know your file, because he's going to ask you questions, and if you don't know the answer, he'll say, "See you later."
Yes.
Last question. Forgive me.
You're good.
We've talked about this, I don't know, for 5 or 6, 7 years. Is a green screen anywhere in the future?
You mean
we've got all that, Tony.
No,
I'll help you.
Tony means he wants to have an actual green screen behind him and have it like be an after effect, like an iMovie or something, right? Where you have a green screen and then you superimpose a background post effect, right? Is that right, Tony?
Well, that could be it, but if you've added some things, Ruben, you can show me.
I'm going to show you right now, Tony. Check this out, because what we're talking about is virtual backgrounds, right? Yes. Like this is not a green screen, right? But I can click a button right here and turn on my virtual background, where here's a buddy of mine's background, and then now I'm in his office, right? And the only thing that's not really great is my chair is kind of furry, so the edge isn't perfect. But
I thought that was your hair.
Right. No, I was going to say, but you can see even the hairline is really, really good these days. I mean, the finger over the hairline got a little weird, but I mean, it's almost as rock solid as Zoom's now. So this is better than your green screen because it happens in real time. You don't have to do it in post, and you don't need an actual green screen.
I hadn't seen that before. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. I'm so glad. One of my curriculums for today, if we end up having time, is the whole desktop app run through. I realize we don't have and I need Rob or Ruben. I don't know if we want to do a mobile. You guys have a cool plugin you usually do. We need a new mobile app, and there's like freaking 15 new features on there. We got the stabilizer. We got there's new filters, right? We should make the list, but I'm ready to do the desktop app today because I'm like, I know the features really, really well, but we got to do new versions of the mobile app too. So
thank you so much. I'll look forward to that, Darius, and yes, sir, thank you guys so much.
Thank you. And then Tony, I'll leave you with a joke.
Hit me.
Coming to an AI consultant without your passwords is kind of like going to the mechanic without your car.
Right. There you go.
I love it.
Without the keys or something, right? Yeah, like here's my car, mechanic. I don't know how you're gonna get in there. You gotta break the window or something.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys.
Right,
Tony.
Appreciate you. Okay, Ruben, Sky's back and excited to talk to you. She said, "I can't wait to talk to you, Ruben." She's excited for something here. Let's make sure your mic is on. Very cool. Hey, Sky, welcome back.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Ruben, I'm so
What did I do?
happy.
What did I do?
Oh
No,
my
I think it's a
gosh,
good.
I'm so thankful.
Oh,
Very cool.
yay.
I'm so thankful. Ruben and I spent some time together in the workshop last week, just going through how to use HeyGen more effectively and to be able to post daily with Dubb AI. So I'd like to show you my work, Ruben. After we
Yes.
talked, I spent the weekend working with the Dubb, and I'd like you to go to my LinkedIn and view my last post.
Oh, Darius,
Wow.
can you do that?
Yeah, let's do it. Remind me again, Sky, what's your handle on LinkedIn?
It's in the chat box.
Oh, there you go.
And
Oh,
let's
there you go.
let's
Perfect.
give Sky some love. Let's engage with her LinkedIn post.
Here, is it for everyone or just panelists? I'll put it for everyone here. I'm gonna 1 second. Everyone can see. There we go. Okay, and then let me share. It's the right page, right?
It's the right page.
Beautiful, looking great. Okay. Oh, sorry. Crap. I think I'm not logged in. Oh no. Rob, maybe I need you to take over this for just a second. I thought I was logged in on my LinkedIn, but I can see it's my
right.
not. It's not. Yeah, that's my logged out one.
Did you come into an AI meeting without your password, Darius?
No, I sure didn't. I just my
just kidding.
LinkedIn.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I
No,
had
I
to.
gotcha. What the heck though? It's weird as I am logged in, but it's not. It's acting like I'm not. I don't know what's
Sky,
going
do you
on.
want to share
It's
your
Rob's
screen?
account.
Here,
Do you wanna
he's in
see-
now.
Here we
He's
go.
in
Thank you,
now.
Rob.
So it looks like
Thank
you're
you.
in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Scroll down
let's
to the
go to the
content.
last post.
Okay. Where am I going for the is it right? Where's it at?
That's the pin post. Good. This one right here.
Right here? Unclassified? Or the one to the right?
Right. So read the more and then play the video.
The one with the
This is-
rocket ship?
That's correct.
Okay, got it. Okay, hold on.
Play the sound. This is all thanks to Dubb.
Wait, the B-roll even?
Space intelligence. Yes.
And if you're
What'd you say, Darius?
I was saying the B-roll even, like the rocket ship. This is all part of was AI generated as well, right?
This is Sky Hacker AI right here.
Yeah, amazing.
I'll tell you.
Cool. Okay,
I'll tell you more
be
about it.
quiet.
Let's play it. Let's play it.
All right, welcome to the screening. Here we go.
Big week in American space intelligence. And if you're not paying attention, you're already behind. The National Reconnaissance Office just made it official. It's moving commercial radio frequency intelligence from experiment to operation, tapping Hawkeye 360 to geolocate radars, ships, and electronic emitters from orbit, feeding national security, civil, and humanitarian missions. Meanwhile, the Space Force is building the Space Data Network, a resilient, open architecture where government and commercial satellites talk to each other. 5 companies, 12 million each. One goal, a space network that survives the first strike. This is the new playbook. Proliferated constellations, commercial partners, and AI-driven intelligence working together. At SMX, this is the mission we power: cloud, cyber, analytics, and mission intelligence, built to turn raw data into decisive advantage. The future of space isn't coming. It's already overhead. Stay sharp.
So wait, is this happening right now? Like I know SpaceX is up there. Like I'm like
Oh my gosh. This
I don't
is
know if
the
it's
best ever.
That's
So-
super
That's
cool.
awesome, Sky. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thanks
it's
to you.
great.
It's a genius move right here. And I'll tell you what, I trained to go out onto the websites, collect news information from like NASA, Space Force, make sure it's open source. So I had to train it to not give me for official use only, not to give me CUI data.
Right.
Also, I had to train it not to
Wait,
make any
what is
conclusion.
CUI data?
It's controlled
Confidential?
unclassified information, like
Oh, okay.
personal information. So I actually had to retrain it a couple different times to pull out that CUI data because it was naming people and phone numbers.
Oh.
So I had to go back and retrain it. So I do
Okay.
have to screen every video because of the business
do that.
environment.
Yeah, that's the one thing, Sky, with my biggest fear of full AI video automation is that we don't watch the videos before they get published. Like, for example, if it's an automation that somebody purchases and then it sends them a "Hey Jen, thank you" video, there is some small chance that it just messes up, right? Instead of saying, "Hey, thanks so much for blah blah blah," it says something wrong. And that's my biggest fear of full AI video automation. So I'm really glad that you're have that mindset still to just check it. Just do a quick pass, making sure it's like,
I had to because this is for a client, right? So it has to be publicly releasable and able to disseminate to the public.
Yeah.
You do have to train it.
Yeah.
I will say the Hey Jen, just FYI, it was going to let me go into your account, Darius, okay, and the others' account. So you guys need to go in there and put a guardrail in there. I kept giving it my API key, but it kept on wanting to go into your account. So there's something going on with that.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's because I was doing some public testing. Yeah, that's fine. No problem.
Yeah, no, our goal eventually is to provide our Hey Jen only, whereas people don't have to provide a third party one potentially. That would be the ultimate goal of it, right? One less subscription, one less login. Not possible right now because Hey Jen
No, wait, it takes too many credits.
No, that's
you know
what I was
how much money it cost me to do this?
No, I know. That's what I was gonna say. Hey Jen is a lot of complexity right now. And it's a very personalized product, right? It's like an AI tool in itself where it's kind of meant for a lot of it's designed for one person. So the goal being to have you avoid another subscription, but for now,
no,
yes,
you're not going to be able to get around. It costs too many.
Well, Sky, just a heads up. This is sort of I'm really glad we just brought this up. This is an architectural thing that we're doing, and I want everyone to be aware of this. We don't like it that people have to go and spend monthly subscriptions on third-party sites. We don't want people to have to go and go to Apollo and Zoom Info and pay for leads, HeyGen for avatar videos, Vercel for websites. The list keeps going. There's so many subscriptions that we could have in addition to our Netflix and Prime Video that maybe we don't. So what we do is we buy at bulk on the back end. So we go and pay at the enterprise level to lead generation or HeyGen or avatar or voice or website, whatever it may be. And then we extend the savings onto our users. But that doesn't mean that we foot the bill. It just means that you're buying at bulk. So eventually what Darius was referencing was that there will be a back-end integration into HeyGen so that our users don't have to go and sign up for a new account on HeyGen. They can just say, hey, I want an avatar video and I just want to pay a couple of bucks. I don't want to commit to paying $30 or $100 or $300 a month to HeyGen. And it will go and it will charge you a modest amount of money, and then you get it done. And if you like it, you keep doing it. If you don't, you move on. So that's just an architectural disclosure for you.
Also,
thank you.
The whole thing is that I train it that it can post to my LinkedIn for this intelligence brief every morning at 7 a.m. And what I really like about this bot in Dubb, it's actually very comprehensive in the way that it went and wrote this script.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's extremely like because I'm a military intelligence officer from the Army, right? It is extremely comprehensive in the way that it revealed and documented the scripts. And I don't think Claude or anybody else could have done such a good job quickly. And then it can make me 7 videos at once while I'm sitting here, and then I just program it for the week. And so my plan is, because SMX is my new client, and I've got to go into different intelligence agencies to sell software, space satellite software. So getting in these agencies is very difficult, but having LinkedIn as a focal point, I'm trying to get into DITRA, which is the Defense Threat Reduction Agency, but there's 10 pages of those types of program managers, executives on LinkedIn. So if I send them a video, right, and say, hey, this is my video, just want to see what you like it, like follow me. So I'm going to go to those 10 pages of people and click on first and then send the video.
Yeah. Scott, do you know how to do the integration with LinkedIn to DM the video directly?
So this is what I did. I didn't know it would not, it doesn't do it directly.
No,
I
you
had
can
to
though.
use
I'll just show you really quickly here. There's
Buffer.
a little button that, as long as you have your Chrome extension installed, this button right here, when you go to write a message inside of LinkedIn, you'll have a little button right here, and then that'll allow you to insert and share your videos directly through a DM. And as long as you're a connection, it's going to show the thumbnail of the video so they could see your face or see whatever's in the thumbnail. And then they're going to be able to click it and it's going to go to your video page. So, and then the other thing of that, guys, you can track it. So let's say if you DM that your video to 10 or 20 of these executives or people, you actually will get to know exactly what percentage of the video was watched by them. And so that way you can say, well, John was more interested. Bill and John and Joe watched 100%. I'm going to go follow up with them. And then I can see these other 8 people didn't watch it at all yet. So I'll ask them to say, hey, let me make sure, you get a chance to see this video. So, and that's a benefit that you don't get when you post natively, right? If you post, you can see who's engaged with it, like on the post, but you don't get to see what specific percentage which person watched. And you can have that benefit when you directly mail it to somebody. So I just understood that's what your goal, or you're doing with it anyways.
Perfect. It's like reverse engineering warm referrals, which is how we do it in the government. There's no walking in the front door with an escort. You got to know who you know.
You got to know somebody. Exactly. Yeah.
So Ditra is one of my accounts I have to bring on board for this client. And so that's what my plan is. I'm going to tee it up to marketing and get it approved. But I'm so thankful. Now, the only thing was, it wanted to post, it has to have the link to grab it, to put it into LinkedIn. So when it posted to YouTube, it would just post a link. So I didn't want to do that. So I had to go to Buffer because it will give the full video embedded post.
Go ahead, Ruben.
Okay, so Sky, I've got a couple of questions here. So question number 1 is, you said that it posted to LinkedIn and to YouTube. Were those the 2 channels that you posted this onto?
I did at first, but it would only give a link inside my LinkedIn, so it didn't have the full video thumbnail.
Yes.
So I
don't
want to reroute it to Buffer.
Yes, I don't believe that LinkedIn allows third-party video publishing. Last time I checked, it was not possible. Buffer might have a special relationship. I would love to be able to send videos directly from Dubb Agent to LinkedIn. You can do it on YouTube through Dubb Studio, but those types of integrations are what we're all about. Buffer is a great solution. Hootsuite is a good solution for this. If I will make a note to do some research to see if we can, because the goal here is to send
say, Ruben, you're a genius, sweetheart. I already did it for you.
Okay.
It's Buffer.
So then, wait.
What happened?
Wait a minute. So you're the genius and you're the sweetheart. But go ahead.
Yeah. It was together. That's why I was still wanting to talk to you this week, because I'm telling you what, I can sell this to any executive for $19.97. I will show you how to put an intelligence brief on your LinkedIn.
Do you have your custom branding set up? Because okay, cool.
Nice. So it did it, Ruben. I reprogrammed it to send the information to Buffer, and then it posted the whole full embedded video, and then I can just schedule it at 7 a.m. every morning.
So it's an MP4 from Dubb Agent to Buffer, and then publishing to LinkedIn and YouTube scheduled. Makes it brilliant, elegant.
Thank you.
Very
that
elegant.
all happened from the conversation we had. That's why I'm so thankful.
No, that's amazing.
Perfect.
That's a great use case. Do I have? We should link up. I would love to learn about what you've done and figure out how to make skills for this.
Yeah.
So that's
a big one. Post. Everyone wants to post to LinkedIn, and she cracked the video code. So thank you, Sky. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great job. Yeah. I'm gonna go check out your stuff.
Yeah, I'm making the course now, because I think a lot of executives, just to get following and know that they're commanding their industry, should be posting these industry videos. It's kind of like being a news broadcaster. They don't have to, so it saves time. That's the whole thing about HeyGen, is it saves time. I can't sit there, running 4 or 5 businesses. Don't have the time to do it. hey Jen,
Yeah.
hey, it's a character, it's a news brief,
Yes.
nobody cares, let's just get the video out. You know, the
Right.
Right.
content
You're
out
not
is
trying to say, hey, I want you to have lunch with me. I'm invited. It's not that. That's what I describe for people all the time. AI video is really good for sharing information. The one thing that it's still not perfect for is trying to trick somebody that you're personally introducing yourself to them, saying, hey, Sky, it's me, Darius, and we met, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's not perfect use for AI right now. But what you're doing with it is disseminating information. And that's the use case that I always describe as perfect, because it's like, we're here for the information, not for the necessarily the relationship with the person. Like if it's the real estate agent saying, hey, it's me and I'm going to be your real estate agent, you know, don't do an AI video for that one. But if it's like, hey, I'm your agent and I'm going to tell you about how the market is, that's fine. We're sharing information. So I
exactly, and
like
that's
to,
how you get the
yeah,
followers, because you're not actually selling something. You're like,
right,
follow me because I'm giving you the industry standard
right.
of what's fresh and new today. Follow me, and then with
And they
those
want to see how you did it.
interactions.
Yeah, they're like, how'd you do this? Like that's half of the engagement on social media these days is people follow what they're inspired by, because they're like, well, I want to do something like this, or I can do, you know, I'm inspired by what this person's doing, or inspired by the actual content. It's both are great metrics. So
Yeah. Sky, I was going to say, when you on the three dot menu on the bottom, where your profile picture is in Dubb Agent, ai.dubb.com, if you notice, there is now a link to custom branding. In fact, anyone that is
yeah, her
interested,
stuff is set up too. She's got her logo
yeah,
there, her color. Yeah,
Oh, are
everything's
you
all
talking
yeah.
good.
about custom branding on LinkedIn?
No. ai.dubb.com. That's the house for Dubb Agent. Three dot menu, bottom left, next to your profile image. You will see a link to custom branding. So we set this up for you, custom branding. What we did not do is we did not add the prompt. So there is a field for the prompt. So you mentioned that you want to sell to executives a coaching program for 1997. Amazing. Great idea. What you can do is in that prompt, you can reference that this is one of your upsells, that you have a coaching program. You are selling executives on this program. Here's your checkout link. That checkout link, of course, can be created with Dubb Agent. That's another training. And then what you can do is, if you, and this is the important part, Sky, if you send your referral link, which is that link in the left side of your dashboard, that person, that end user, that executive will see your custom branded Sky AI, right? That custom branded experience, and it will be trained to sell them on the course that you want to sell them. And it will be trained to sell them on Dubb Agent so that you can make referral commission as well. So this is an opportunity for you. If that resonates with you, let me know. I want to make sure that was clear what I did, and I'm happy to do a proper additional training with you on this.
Yeah,
But
yes, because can you let me share the screen? I did the custom branding last week.
okay.
It would be helpful to have my own Skyhacker URL. And
So
that's what I
yeah,
want to.
a C name. Yeah. The problem with the C name is that we can't fully hide the Dubb branding, because people are going to end up coming into our live trainings. They're going to get support. They're going to email us. Like, the support for this is immense. It's like 24/7. We have a whole staff for this. You know, we have AI staff, human staff. There's a lot of support. So I don't think that this is possible to fully white label Dubb Agent. I mean, unless you just are ready to take on a full support, helping support. So that's just a note that I have to have. So a C name, that's the custom domain. That's a great request. I honor that request. We could do that.
Okay.
There's no technical limitation. Let's add that to the roadmap. The thing that companies always do with custom C names is that if the end user hides the brand name, it sort of removes our social coefficient. And so it's like one of those premium price situations. So what we always say for that is, if you're not paying the money, then bring in the affiliate revenue. And that way we're paying you. So we will workshop this. I'll add that to the roadmap, and then we're going to figure out like a sort of a fair way to implement that. It's a great suggestion, Sky. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. And I'll work on the course this week, and then I'll circle back with you on how to get the agent to sell the course.
Yeah.
I
mean,
love that.
it's amazing, because if you go to Dubb Agent and you say, make me an outline for a course, make me 10 slides, and then you give it your branding, it's going to, of course, create those 10 slides for you with the Sky AI logo and all your, beautiful imagery and your branding. You've got 10 images. Then you can ask Dubb Agent to merge those together to create an MP4 video, or you can use the Dubb desktop app and you can merge them all together, or whatever editor you use. And then you can do a narrator video over that. You can use HeyGen. You can ask Dubb Agent to do an avatar video with the webcam bubble. Like, there's so many possibilities here, to create that course in the most easy way.
All right, great. So then let's circle back. I'll just take it one step at a time, but I do think I can
Cool.
sell this for $19.97. So I'm excited.
We're going to help you.
Yes.
All right.
I love that.
All right. Love you guys.
Appreciate you, Sky. Love
Likewise.
Yeah.
See you.
All right. Okay. So excellent stuff. That always gets me really excited. I unfortunately do have to take out a little bit early today, just for noon. So I want to do a couple last calls on technical questions. I have Lauren, your thing there. It looks like you already have the answer. Unfortunately, I'll just turn your mic on and make sure. If there are anything else pressing technical questions, I'm not saying that Ruben and Rob won't answer them, but it's always something I enjoy to do and share my screen and everything. So if you have something now, let me know. I'd love to answer it in the next couple of minutes before I have to jump off a little bit early. And then I think we might have Ruben or Rob, if you guys wanted to show anything else today, let me know. Lauren,
yeah, I'm gonna do a lesson when you're done.
Okay, great. Lauren, yeah, I see your mic is on. Hello. Yeah, okay, I got your question there too, and you're like, every time I say my name, hey, it's Lauren, and it's changing it to the more feminine pronunciation, the Laulauen. That's how my grandmother's name was spelled, and that's obviously not how your name is spelled. And so you're having to you were asking how to change that, and unfortunately, there's not a way to program like the back end of the AI to say, hey, if you hear a Lauren, change it, because then it would change it for all the people that say Lauren. It would always change it to Lauren. So there's not a front-facing ability to do that right now. And to your point, to download, to edit, to upload, are you on PC or Mac, and are you aware of how to edit those captions?
Yeah, I'm on a Mac, and all I do is I can download it, and then I have to fix it, and then I have to re-upload it again.
Yeah, no, I unfortunately, it's kind of the best workaround that we have right now for those proper nouns that get changed, right? The proper nouns get messed up all the time, either through yours is not a mispronunciation thing. Normally I can say, oh, we'll just try enunciating better. But in your case, that's not going to do anything, I don't think, unless you were like low ren or something weird. And then, you know what I mean? I don't want you to have to do that. So, because then you can't say that in a video. So no. I think that the only workaround I have right now is that, which is the right here, caption, download, edit, re-upload, unfortunately.
Well, in the first, it's in the first person, it's spelling the name wrong. In the summary, it's putting the pronoun wrong. So it's double. I don't know. Oh,
okay. Well, the summary, I think you're fine, because this summary is not connected to anything visible for anybody else, right?
Okay.
The transcript is, and that's different though. Like down here, we have a display transcript. So if you want what you said in the video to be visible on the right, that's possible. We can have the summary not be visible either. So those are, you can control all those things. What you have be visible on the side. And so, okay, I see. So I just caught that now too. So you're saying this one's thinking, oh, well, they said Lauren must be a woman. So this video explains how she can help you. Right. And then you obviously, you're not saying, hi, it's me, him, Lauren. So that, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Right.
Both those things.
The summary, does the summary go to the prospect or the client then?
No, I would say it's possible. You can, what we should do for you, Lauren, two things. One is in your preset. Are you aware of preset? How long have you been using Dubb? Do you need help with this? I can help you.
I'm brand new, but I just got onboarded or trained.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this from my end for you then really quick, so you don't have to do anything. Just 1 second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do two things. So that summary that you're seeing isn't going to be showing to people on the page. So if in case it ever does make a mistake of he or she or whatever, that won't be visible for them, and they can still hear your video. So I'll take care of that with one click right now.
I think might be turned off. Arena might have we might have
Yeah. Absolutely correct. That display summary is already disabled. That was so good. I don't actually need to check anything. That is already the case.
She asked me to jump on here and ask the question if it was possible
to change it on the back end. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Okay.
Unfortunately, it's not something that she has information on. But yeah, no, unfortunately, it's not controllable from front end. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Thank you, Lauren. All right. All right. Very good. Okay. Okay. Last call for technical stuff.
Looks like there's one in there from Aldo.
Okay. There we go. Perfect. Aldo, welcome, brother. How's it going? Good to have you back. I got your question here. Any advice for moving AI created landing pages to Cloudflare, or do I go to Cloudflare for instructions? Just wonder if there's an automated way to do that. Automated way.
So wait, sorry, what do you want to do on Cloudflare? You want to
He's moving he has landing pages that were generated with AI that he wants to host on Cloudflare.
Ooh, I don't know if Cloudflare is a good fit for that. The best, if you ask Claude, or if you ask AI, what is the best registrar and domain management system for publishing and managing websites? The answer is going to be unanimously Vercel, Vercel. I've done a lot of research on this. Another candidate is Netlify.
No, Ruben, I don't think that's the question. The question is he wants to use Cloudflare for like security or something, right? He wants to host.
I heard landing pages.
No. So he wants to host his page on Cloudflare. AI built the page, but he wants to host it on Cloudflare.
Right. So but I'm saying that's not recommended. It's not recommended to use Cloudflare to host a landing page because it's not a full domain management system that you can power with AI.
Right. I don't know if powering it with AI was the request, but it was AI generated page that he wants to move.
Do you want to be able to edit this? Do you want to be able to publish it?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We have follow-up questions for you, Aldo, which is, are you more interested in managing the page with AI, or are you wanting AI? Because you said if I want to move it in an automated way, then yeah, Cloudflare does, like, they have a lot of bot protection and anti-automation, anti-AI kind of stuff. So Aldo, are you looking to go to more managed AI service, like AI is helping you with a landing page transfer or updates? Or do you still want to manage everything yourself and you're using Cloudflare for robust security? What is your goal?
So can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thanks. I've been trying to get off GoDaddy and started moving some of my web page domains over to Cloudflare.
Yeah.
There wasn't any particular reason to do that other than, cost and access.
Yeah.
But now in the kind of work that I'm doing, I'm kind of a advanced affiliate marketer in the professional space.
Mm-hmm.
So I work in profit management for businesses in the B2B space. All my marketing is outbound. I'm not looking at any inbound marketing.
Okay.
But I do understand that people are going to try and look for services like mine through LLMs, and they're probably not going to come to a website first. The thing that I was looking to do was to be able to append landing pages to my current website, or maybe to blogs on my
so the goal is SEO.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, my marketing is mostly outbound.
Yeah, right now your marketing is mostly outbound. But what you're talking about is an LLM SEO AEO type of strategy, right? Where we want to append landing pages and blog pages. Go ahead.
Not particularly, because I'm a one-man outfit. So I don't really want my phone ringing, all kinds of weird sort of times. So I'm looking at outbound marketing mostly. And so I am creating pages I've been experimenting with different things, but I'm trying to centralize most of the stuff on Dubb.
Okay, Aldo.
And so I was looking for a place to park my pages.
Aldo, I know exactly what you need. Okay, hear me out when I say this, because I've been through this extensively. I've done this many times now. I've done it the old-fashioned way, and I've done it the new-fashioned way. In my opinion, the best practice, Cloudflare is a great place to own your domains and to use as your registrar. That makes total sense to me. GoDaddy is also a good company. The reason why I
Okay.
like GoDaddy is because they have a phone number. Most other companies do not have a phone number. So anyone that's not going to become a professional developer, I say stick around on GoDaddy because you can call someone. But if you've already moved to Cloudflare, that's totally fine. You can buy your domain there, you can change your name servers, and all of that can exist on Cloudflare. And what Cloudflare will now function as is your DNS manager. So
Right.
now you will own the domains there. You will have security there because Cloudflare is best in class for security. We use them. We have an extensive partnership with them. We pay them a lot of money for security. And but the key though is when you want to build landing pages for your efforts, where you get to write a prompt, you get to build a page, you get to send the page to your domain. It's a specific URL that's branded and customized for your experience. The best way to do this using AI is to connect Dubb Agent to Vercel. I did this yesterday. I did this the day before yesterday. I'm almost doing it like every day now because everyone's asking us for the same thing. How do I build landing pages using Dubb Agent, using AI? We've made the process very easy. So
Yeah,
is
that's what
that
I'm looking for.
okay? Great,
I'm looking for easy because
great,
I promote about 40 companies. They give
great,
me turnkey URLs,
great. So
but
let's
I
make it
provide
41
my
because we
own
want you to promote.
insights.
Let's make it
Yeah,
41 because we want you to promote Dubb Agent as well. So Aldo,
absolutely.
here are the steps to do this. I'm just going to lay out a very quick outline. We have a lot of tutorials on this. In fact, on our YouTube channel, I have a video where I went through this entire thing. Maybe if someone on this channel, maybe Ina or Rob or someone can, if you guys can share that YouTube channel, how to build a website.
Yesterday? Or is that?
I think it was a couple of days ago. How to build a
Yeah.
website for less than $100. I
Oh
think
yeah,
it was.
yeah. That exact one. I'll share it right now.
Yeah. So that was a nice tutorial that I did here. But basically, here are the steps, Aldo. Number one is go into ai.dubb.com and click on integrations and type Vercel. Vercel is best in class for domain management and for domain like site management. Okay. So click Vercel, the integration, integrate a free Vercel account. You don't even need a paid account. The second thing you want to do is to ask Dubb Agent inside of a new chat to build a site for your Vercel integration. And then the third step is to point the CNAME from Vercel, from Cloudflare to Vercel. And Dubb Agent's going to help you do all of this. And guess what? If you get stumped on anything, that's why we're here. So we'll help you. I'm not in front of my laptop today, but I can do that Monday with you or Tuesday, any day next week. If you just raise your hand and say, "Hey, I need help connecting Cloudflare to Vercel, and I got stuck. I built a page, but I don't know how to publish it," we'll take care of you. I know exactly what to do.
Yeah, because that's exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for a high level, faster process. Because
great.
the reason people are getting hired back is because of all this integration and stuff
Right.
around
That's why I read your message earlier, Aldo. I know you kind of have an aversion. You're like, hey, humans are coming back. And that's why, that's why when you asked, how can I do this? I wasn't immediately like, let's just go full agentic. I wanted to understand. You're like, wait, how much of this are you trying to do by yourself versus how much of it do we want to do with an agent? But these things, it's not like it's a one-time job for each, right? It's not full autopilot, massive automation AI without anyone looking at it. That's the stuff that concerns me, is when we're building complex routines in the dark and then no one's looking at them. This is not that either, right? This is hey, I want to move this one page this one time. I want to move this one page this one. I want to create this page. I want to publish this page. So it's very much sort of a la carte versus a, conveyor belt running in the dark.
Yeah. No, it's none of that. It's basically just insights that you would put into a landing page or something like that.
No, this is a perfect use case for agent, because
to differentiate yourself against everybody else marketing the same products you are.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Yeah. Do you have an account on Dubb Agent, ai.dubb.com?
Yeah.
Okay. So just ask it. Say, I want to build a site. I have Cloudflare as my registrar, and I have Vercel, and I'm going to do the Vercel integration. And then it's going to guide you. And we're here to help.
Okay.
Aldo, do you know when you signed up? I just want to make, because if it was a while back, okay, no, you're on a paid plan. Okay, so you're good, my friend. I was going to say, if it was an old free trial, you'll probably need to either upgrade or get a new whatever. But you're good. You're good to go. So beautiful.
Thank you.
Awesome. And again, any step of the way you need support, come let us know.
I have a question for Rob.
All right, I was gonna say I got to get ready to jump soon. I'm gonna actually bounce out now. I'll take this time. Thank you guys. Appreciate you, Rob. Maybe take over. I think I'm not.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. God bless you guys. Happy Friday, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, Darius. I've got a question for Rob.
Yeah.
So, Rob, I'm really frustrated with my project. I'm really frustrated with my project management. I'm not able to find a solution where I can manage my tasks. I can use AI to submit tasks, to manage them, to add comments, to assign them to people, to add due dates. It's been really frustrating for me because I've not been able to find a project management solution that I can legitimately use. I paid for one, I never ended up using it, and I kind of just wish that I had an AI platform to help me do everything. And I'm just really frustrated, Rob, here on this Friday Island Shirt Day.
Ruben, I'm so glad we found each other here. First of all, our island shirts are connecting us. Second of all, we have a solution. And Ruben, I don't know if you know this or not, but you built the solution. Maybe it could be another personality that built it for you, but you created this, my friend. Okay, so everybody here, this is going to be a quick little training video we're going to do on this particular topic. If you're out there in project management online, AI can make it so easy for you. In this example, we're going to be talking about Asana, but the first thing you need to do is you need to grab the Dubb agent. So let me share my screen here and let's walk through what this would look like. First of all, you want to grab a 7-day free trial, ai.dubb.com. You do 25,000 AI credits. And this is going to be where you're going to chat with Dubb Agent right here. Now, Asana is a very popular board management site. Like here, we can see it right here in Asana. Everything is managed in here. We do this all the time internally. Do it with our ads. We do it with our creative stuff, our social posts. We have marketing. We have all kinds of boards within that area. So what we're going to do is we are going to prompt Dubb Agent to do something for the management here. And this is what this is going to look like. So you'll notice right here at the top, I told Dubb Agent, please create an Asana task and put it in the social board. So there are different boards, marketing, social, ads, right? I want it in the social media board. And I want to tag Caleb on our team. He's an amazing editor. So, and also here's the Google Drive that I included, the link, because that's where all the clips are that we recorded, that we do, whether with ads or with posts. And I also had specific notes that I typed in here. Please tighten these clips up if needed and add B-roll if needed. So what Dubb Agent did was it said, okay, great. Yep, got it here. Task, tighten this here. Board, social, assigned to Caleb, got the notes. But here's the link. But the question was this, one heads up, and this is great how Dubb Agent provides this kind of information, is it landed in the ideas section of the board. How about popping it over to do, which would make sense. We want to do it. So that's a really good catch by Dubb Agent that makes it really convenient with this. So you know what I said? Yes. Let's move that to the to-do section. Now, once that's done, okay, we see that right there. But you know what? I'm not done yet. Let me go down here and say, you know what? Let's add a due date. I want to make sure we got the end road to this thing. Okay, great. Yep, due date is added. And one more thing. Let's add a comment in there. Let me know if you need any custom B-roll footage for Caleb. If you need some custom stuff, I can always record some custom stuff. Absolutely, it's done that. We can see the check mark right here. Now, all I need to do is just click on the link here, pops me over to Asana inside the board, and guess what? Right over here to the right, we see the title up here at the top. We have the person, Caleb, our great editor right there. We have our due date there. We have our link down here. You can see my note right here, and here is the Google Drive link with all the clips. And we even have the comments down here. Let me know if you need any custom B-roll footage. So all of that can be done right from Dubb Agent right inside of here. You even can have it edit. You can move the tasks. You can do all kinds of actions related to Asana right within the Dubb Agent. And within the Dubb Studio, which is the recording side of Dubb, you can even pop a Dubb video into there. And if you have the captions on with the paid plan on Dubb Studio, it's going to read the captions and you can have the task done based on that. So if you're out there managing projects, ai.dubb.com, check it out. There's a free trial and you just found an easier way to do it. End of training.
Bravo.
There we go.
Bravo.
Yeah. So pretty neat. We do this stuff all the time for everybody here. I mean, Ruben and I, when we're recording at the office or wherever we're at, having the board, we've used Asana for years, but now Ruben and Darius and Ina and the whole team have just integrated so many things that it just makes it amazing to be able to access all that stuff and make it easy.
Well, I think one of the biggest learnings for me is that if we are not developing a technology that people can use every single day, we're not building the right technology. You know, the last thing that we want to be doing is building a technology that someone pops into once a week or once a month, because it's just bad for business. Think about all those software platforms that you've purchased that you use one time. Maybe you paid monthly, maybe you paid annually, maybe you forgot about your credit card in there, and then you end up just wasting money. That is the opposite of what we want to be. We want to be your daily workhorse. We want to be your daily best friend, your assistant that does everything that you need it to do. So what we are doing is we are going vertical and we are going horizontal. Our core emphasis has always, since day one, has always been about revenue generation. How do we use AI and video to go and generate more sales, to increase our income, right? How do we build trust? How do we convey value? How do we be visual? How do we maintain efficiency and ultimately scale ourselves to drive more results? That has always been our philosophy. But now we are going a little bit more horizontal because there are many other aspects of our business that help us accomplish that exact thing, like some of the things that we discussed in this meeting. For example, project management. We have to delegate. That is the key to leadership. Creating avatar videos. That's what helps us scale. Building our web pages. Those are our honeypots to attract people. The list goes on. This is our the best part of what we do. You guys make this possible.
Hey, Ruben, before we head, and everybody else, we're at the past top of the hour up here, but Michael G, I saw you had one question, so let's see what you got. Go ahead, Michael. If you want to go ahead.
Hey, Rob, how are you?
Hey,
Ruben.
good to hear you.
So, and this may be too elaborate for the end. I couldn't get on earlier. But Ruben, we've been talking about how we integrate. So we've been using Claude and using a specific project in Claude to kind of run all the things that we're doing. So we built all of our skills, our memory, everything is a semi-clone, I guess I would call it, but under a Claude project. And so, of course, I know we're taking some of that and putting it into the Dubb AI tool and building those skills inside of those custom skills inside of Dubb AI. But I'm wondering if there's ultimately a way. Claude would say, it'd be great to have an MCP with Dubb, but what's the clean way, or if there's a clean way to take and transfer some of that knowledge on an ongoing basis to Dubb AI?
Right. Okay. This is a great question. I really appreciate this question. So the first question I'll ask you is, when you use this designated Claude project, does it just export letters and words? Is it just text?
Oh, no. It does everything for me. I mean, think of it as it's my operating system for all of my, so we create a lot of tools with Replit. We're doing, so it's really what I'm looking at and thinking of it as is, if I had an operating system on my desktop that I was running private LLMs on, or this, how can I transfer that and have Dubb AI be my outbound, manager, so I can bring that data
understood.
in.
And then, have you scheduled routines and tasks using this Claude project so that you can delegate the task for it? So you wake up in the morning and you get meetings and sales?
I have on certain things, yes, but I know I can do that more with Dubb AI, and to me, that's more of a Dubb AI function.
Yeah,
like I think of this as the brain, where it's doing the thinking behind the scenes, and then Dubb AI is the actual action step.
Yeah. So, the concerns that I have here with double stacking LLMs is that you might end up spending a lot on credits. It's sort of like a double spending of credits. One of the things that we are very proud about is that we have set up integrations with all the LLMs: Anthropic, OpenAI, Perplexity, DeepSeek. The list keeps going. Gemini. Because we are able to do this MLO, we call it, multiple LLM orchestration, we end up saving a lot of money, and we pass that savings on to our end users. It's also completely and totally rooted in agentic. It's not just about providing information and strategy. It's about integrations, routines, skills, and basically doing the tasks for us. so that someone can wake up and just, they see sales, they see income, they see meetings, and they get what they want, right? And they've effectively delegated a lot of their jobs to AI. So where I'm going with this is that if you were to go and set up Claude to do a lot of this stuff, first of all, it's going to be a lot of programming and a lot of setup for you to do this, to build all those integrations. It's going to take a lot of time. I always get a little uncomfortable, a little cautious about this, because the last thing I want someone like yourself doing, who is a relationship builder and a revenue driver, to be spending their time or their team's time building tech, when what potentially you should be doing is closing deals and making money. So that's sort of like my starting point of information. I wonder how much more efficient would it be if you were to take your efforts on that Claude project and integrate it into Dubb Agent, and have Dubb Agent orchestrate the whole thing, so that you don't have to work within these two worlds. This is one thing that comes to my mind. I'd love to get your feedback on some of those items.
Yeah, I think, and that's kind of what prompted, I've been going back and forth having Dubb AI build a skill set, just as a quick thing, example, to do individual health insurance, just to be able to provide a quote that is real time, that if I was sitting down with a client or a prospect, I can get a couple pieces of information and literally, and I've built it. I mean, it's live in Dubb AI, as well as Claude, but I have to go back and forth. So because I scoped it originally in Claude, by itself, standalone. So now I go back and forth. So I feel like I'm the middleman between Dubb AI and Claude, and I know that's not efficient, and it's not really what I want to be doing. You're right.
Yeah.
So I think the key is, how can you build that? If it's building it all in Dubb AI, that's fine too. It's just this is probably 9 months, 10 months worth of work in Claude that I've accumulated. So
right. Well, it's very easy to export the information. The thing that I'll tell you from this chair that I sit in is that the most frustrating thing that I see, and I see it every single day, is what I'd like to call the 10-yard line problem, where there's someone who is technically a not technical person, and they're in there in Claude, and they're saying, hey, Claude, build me a website, build me a strategy, build me a whatever, right? And they get it to the point where it looks sort of impressive on paper. There's some colors, there's some visuals, there's some things to click on, but it never got to the end zone. It never crossed the finish line. It was never complete, right? And the reality is that the way that the whole AI industry works, because it's based on credits, it's based on this dopamine delivery cycle where you say, build me a website, build me a video, build me a page, build me a dashboard, and it's going to build it for you. But then can you actually use it? Is it something that's viable that you can use as a daily tool that is truly, truly saving you time and making you money? This is what I often seen as not the case. And even though we feel like we're being, and I'm not saying this about your situation because I don't know what you're up to, but this is just what I see a lot, is people feel like they're doing stuff, but they're actually not, because they are not getting it to the finish line. So the thing that I want to make sure that we're doing in your situation is we're saying, here's all the work you've done for the last 9 months. Here's how we're going to use Agentic to orchestrate an entire strategy for this. Soup to nuts, A to Z, top of funnel to bottom of funnel, for everything in your business. And how do we go and automate all of that? So the work is not wasted. The work is not lost, because everything that you've learned, you can export it from Claude, and then you can say, hey, you know what, Dubb Agent, I want you to do me a favor, and I want you to set all this stuff up. And it's absolutely going to do that for you. I want to make sure this is the right fit. The other thing that you get hanging out with us is you get this level of support. And you're never going to get that from Claude. You can't call someone a Claude. So now it's very easy to get stuck. Whereas with us, if you say, hey, I can't get this to the finish line, we're going to get it to the finish line. We meet with people every single day. We enjoy doing it, and we learn. We pass those learnings back into the community. So that's sort of my starting point of information. If you want to meet with me, and if you want to figure out how to have Dubb Agent take on a lot of this, I'm totally ready and willing to meet with you. So if you want to spend that time, I'm in. Just let us know how you'd like to proceed.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And so then I'll just ask one other quick follow-up on that is, where you have situations where people are not wanting to necessarily share, because that's the concern about Claude being out there just on the internet, not having it on your machine and not having, whether it be your own internal LLM or, you running it so it's not their proprietary information that they end up taking from you.
Yeah.
How do you solve, or is there a way even? You may not be a way to solve that, but how do you solve that under Dubb or using that? Is there a way to keep that proprietary? Am I making sense there?
You're making total sense. Are we talking about your sort of trade secrets, or are we talking about
exactly?
PI?
It would be mine. Yeah, it would be whatever I'm building, and some of it's client, and we have to be careful because I deal with a lot of group, business clients and that. So you obviously
Right. It's really both. It's trade secrets and it's PII, personally identifiable information.
Yep.
Okay. This is exactly why we started Dubb Agent. This was one of the major premises. I don't know if you ever recall the OpenClaw viral couple of months. It was so much fun watching that just explode on TikTok and Instagram. It was unbelievable. Everyone was grabbing this OpenClaw technology, which allows you to go get an Apple, Mini or a computer, and you just, install this OpenClaw open source software, and it just becomes this amazing agent. And then what we quickly realized was that the levels of risk and exposure made it and technical requirements made it prohibitive for most of us. If you're in sales, if you're a business owner, you should not be spending your time building up an OpenClaw because that's going to become like your new hobby. It's like, it's like fixing up an old Mustang, for a couple of years. That's what it's going to feel like. Okay. Right. So I did it. I went through it. I set up OpenClaw in a number of different environments, and I set it up for my son. I had all these siloed environments where I created it. And you very quickly realize that, none of this is safe, which is why OpenClaw in the corporate world, you can't even come close to it. OpenClaw is not available in the corporate world. NVIDIA and a lot of, massive trillion-dollar companies, they're trying to solve this problem and come up with their own operating system. This is one of the reasons why we created Dubb Agent. Dubb Agent is a completely siloed agent where when you spin up an account on Dubb Agent, you own this account. Your information, there's an option where you can use Claude Opus 5, where none of your information is used for any type of training. It's more of a premium price, but for some people that's not a factor because trade secrets and PII are of paramount importance. So if you do select Opus 5.0 in the settings section, you have a solid environment that is not going to be used for training. If you delete that account, the Dubb Agent account, all of your information will be deleted as a result. It will not be stored anywhere. You completely and totally own that. And the same applies to any type of integration. Any type of integration you have, it's a one-click turn off, one-click disconnect, one-click delete. So this is one of the major reasons we don't talk about this a lot because it's not as sexy, as like, hey, I built a website in 10 minutes, but it is absolutely important. Security, safety, solid information, not using data for training purposes, SOC 2 aligned partners, best in class technology, Amazon AWS, Cloudflare security technology, the list goes on. So you're asking all the right questions.
That's perfect. And that's exactly that. So, on your schedule, I've got your calendar. Everything is typically, I think, 15 minutes.
I'll spend more time than that. Yeah, we'll get in there. I mean, this is going to take us some time. Sometimes I have meetings where I'm in there for an hour, 2 hours. We'll hang out until we get the job done. If this is an investment that you want to make and you want to go and see how Dubb Agent can truly be like your sales and marketing department, this is the right thing for us to do. So you have my booking link, and I'll reshare it. I'm not sure which one you have. I'll just reshare it here. Ina, if you're in the room, or Rob, if you can share my booking link, please. And then I'll make sure that you get that, and then let's hang out.
Okay, that sounds
let's do
good.
it.
Yeah, and thanks for going late. I appreciate it. I know I was late, so thank you.
No, you're good. No worries. There's nothing that we love more than getting the most technical question at the last minute. No, I'm kidding. We appreciate you.
No, Ruben enjoys those. Ruben and Darius enjoy
I
those.
really
They're all
do.
in on those.
I really do. I really do. I really enjoy them. Thank you so much. Really great questions.
Well, thank you, Ruben.
Michael,
Thanks,
you have
Rob.
you're welcome. You have the link. I sent it to you directly.
I
So you have
do. Yep.
Ruben's okay.
I have it
Okay.
pulled
Cool.
up.
And then
Yeah.
Rob, there was another gentleman who needed my link as well. I need to make sure we get that. Maybe Ina, you can help me get that to him. The guy that was 80 years young. Let's make sure we get him.
Oh yeah, our friend Tony. Yeah, Tony Baldwin. Yeah.
Okay, Tony,
Yeah.
we're gonna get, if you're in here, we're gonna get you my link.
He's
Ina,
out.
if you
We'll send
Ina,
it.
if you could
Okay.
send it to him, we'll get that done.
I'll
All right.
reach out to him.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, everybody. Thanks. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend, and we'll see everyone on Monday. Happy Island Shirt Day, everybody.
Thanks, Rob.
See you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.